Oops. Hi.
Hey!
Welcome. We interrupted that because, well, we just wanted to. We're so eager to get started on Clank Legacy episode redacted. Spoilers are coming. So that episode is X, yes, as Melissa just spoiled. That's Joe. I'm Jesse. And Melissa. So let's get started.
All's good today. No dropping pole. No internet.
Well, the internet may still go down on us, but if you're watching this on YouTube, you won't even notice. So let's get started with the setup for episode X, because I'm eager to get started with what is going on here. So read the game prologue and contracts. So the only contract we have is Overworld, the Stolen Amulet. A player who ends their turn at Destronoth may spend 5 skill to confront the Duke, or they can spend 5 skill in Coffinaria, which is that city down in the bottom, and confront the Count. So.
Well, first you got to
Gotta make a sound adjustment, but yeah.
Get that 5 skill. See when that happens.
I'm sure you'll manage. Sure someone will manage. Anyway, that's a Stolen Amulet. Depends who you want to turn it into, or whatever. That's a brother spat.
I ain't going that Duke.
So you're going to the vampire?
Mm-hmm. If I do
signing
it.
with a vampire? Okay. Well, what is our prologue? What's our prologue?
No, prologue is, 157.
157. That's the bottom one, right?
Hello, Lemonelli. And L3.
L3, hello.
Good to see y'all.
157. Okay, here we go. All right. Are we ready? Ready?
Ready?
A beam of golden light shoots from the company logo on document X, and a female dwarf in a snappy jumpsuit emerges. She thrusts her hand forward toward you in greeting. Well met. My name's Finnegan, Chronofficer of the, well, maybe it's best you don't know. But I work for Acquisitions Incorporated, just like you. Sort of. Having a spotted disaster, are we? Time-wise? Well, I'm here to help with all that. The boss mentioned all the time essence that was in that document, right? Well, it's spilled out now, seeping into everything. If you gather it up and bring back as much as you can, well, I'll see what I can do. Problem is, even with everything all stopped, you don't have long before this whole time bubble collapses on you, so stay sharp. She pauses, and her brow furrows slightly, but not so sharp that you pop the bubble. It'll probably be fine. Finnegan explains the types of things that attract time essence and can help her fix the timeline. Coincidentally, it's exactly the same kinds of things that you usually get. How crazy is that? It's crazy. All right, so we need a Finnegan patron card.
Hello.
Hype.
Cheers. Yeah, I got my time.
Oh, I have caps on my shirt. All right, so we have Finnegan. Setup. Start the rage level 1 space further up than normal.
Uh-oh.
At the end, we're going to read 129.
Ooh, story time.
At the end of the game, if all Game X only contracts have been resolved, read that. Otherwise, read that.
Ooh, otherwise we're giving Dre stuff. I feel it coming.
Maybe.
So we better get it done.
Maybe. So we'll put that up there.
I don't like that we're starting up.
Do you have the pens?
No pins here.
Oh, they might be under there. Yeah, hand me that pink pen. It's usually what I use. Thank you.
The pink pin.
Fetch cards from the Cardporium. 173 and 174.
How did we get here?
How did we get here? Well,
We messed something up.
well, it's because we opened the document X at the end of last game.
Oh, yes. We opened a gold.
Yeah, so Melissa's gold, I'm gold, and we decided, let's open document X. And that's what got us over here. So we'll see how that goes. Let's look at this. Frozen in time. Markets, coaches, waypoints, and normal contract cards can't be used. Ignore monster icons on paths. Neat. Getting unstuck. When a player acquires any companions or enters any town spaces on their turn, return a black cube from this contract to the bag. Huh. When all black cubes on this contract has been returned to the bag, read 31.
But
I'm sure we'll find out how many are going to go on there.
yeah, I was like, how do you know how many put on there?
Because right now we don't know.
No, what's the other one? Recap that one. What is it?
You cannot use markets, which are towns. You cannot use coaches, which travel. You cannot use waypoints, which are the books. And normal contract cards can't be used, like the stolen amulet.
Until when? Like, how do we get rid of that? I hope someone.
Probably just for this game.
Oh Lord.
Most likely just for this game.
This is.
I think since time it stopped
Yeah.
for everybody else, nobody's going to help us.
Right. And also monsters don't hurt us too.
Yeah, so we can get by monsters.
It does say Game X only, so we'll see. All right, remove all black cubes from the dragon bag.
What?
Melissa's confused. Remove all of them from the dragon bag.
Well, and also, didn't it say something about we got to get rid of all the contracts or we have to read a story? How do you get rid of something that doesn't tell you what to do? Like that clock
I think
thing.
they probably haven't come out yet.
Yeah, I think we gotta wait.
And then we got to do read some
Let's
rules.
finish and then we'll
All
discuss.
right, I'm very confused.
That's all of them?
I think so. It should be 22. Remember, we have thrown a couple in the
Yeah.
never to return bag.
So I'm gonna take 12 of these. 12 of these here. We're gonna place them on the getting unstuck. When a player acquires any companions or enters any town space on their turn, we're going to take one of those black cubes and return it to the bag. Whenever they've all been removed, we read a thing, which will probably clarify what the other thing does.
So what happens with these now? Does it say?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, they'll sit there then.
Maybe there's not dragon attacks. This.
Put all intern cubes into the dragon bag.
Oh, okay. Says Jesse, remember that time you kept asking me over and over how many games were in Clank Legacy? Well,
I mean, I've heard other people say, up to 10 or up to or around 10 or something like that. All right. So, all the intern cubes into the dragon bag.
all the intern cubes into the dragon bag.
It says, look, if anyone's going to be torn apart by dissolving timelines, it's better them than you.
Little, poor little interns.
Do not place Dran agent tokens for this game.
Okay, check.
So prior to the game setup, normally I like to put out all the normal stuff. This time I was like, let's wait and see. This is a weird game, or it can be a weird game. I didn't read any of this ahead of time. So.
I always said 10-ish.
10-ish. All right. That's it for that particular reading story time. Next up, place our patron. Set up. Start the rage level 1 space further up than normal. We normally start on the 3. We're going to start on the 2. Right there. Place your franchise board. It's here. And what other things? Deluxe Vault, we have that. The Seance Chamber. Okay, everything else is pretty much there. Create the bank. Place the purple intern cubes in the bank. We're not going to do that this time. They're all in the bag. We are going to place the white cubes out. Place those on any ghost places you see that aren't covered. Any more? I don't see any more. That looks like it. Prepare the dragon bag. Place all black cubes in the dragon bag. I don't think we're going to do that. That's different than...
So do I just place these other 10?
I don't know. That doesn't seem to be. I don't know. What do you think? It's a strange order. They didn't just flat out tell us not to do it. Like, we still got to go through all the steps, and I feel like. What was that number again? 103?
157.
Or 157.
Just placed in.
See, it addresses some things. Do not place drain agent tokens for this game. It doesn't address, other than saying put them aside. Place 12 of them on getting unstuck and set the rest aside.
Does that mean set the rest aside until you put them in the
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
setup, or put them aside and don't use them this game? That's
There's probably,
a bit of a pickle.
I usually have the FAQ up on the other screen for this. And I didn't do it this time because I was playing with cameras. So let's bring that up. Clank, Legacy, FAQ. All right. Spoiler free. Clarification, minor spoilers. Nope. Let's try a more direct approach. All right.
Spoilers. It says spoilers.
I mean, if you want to find answers, you might see some spoilers. How are we feeling about what to do?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not
I don't
sure
know whether,
it's really-
since nothing, the monsters aren't attacking, does the dragon have some limitations to its attacks?
Let me put it this way: if we don't put those in, we got a huge handicap.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I don't know since the monsters aren't attacking, does it mean that there's something else that his attacks are more potent or less potent? So
I think everything else happens normal. The only thing the monsters did was damage us.
yeah.
Oh, so you're saying since the monsters aren't damaging us?
Since the monsters aren't damaging us and we're not doing, is he also affected by time? So that's what I'm saying. Because it looks like they would have told you to put these aside, and it should have told you then put these back in the bag.
Yeah.
Or
So
just
set
it should have
aside.
said get 12 dragon cubes out and put it on here to start with instead of you separating 12 from that set.
Ignore that. I want to see what these people do for their setup. Are they? But that's the thing. Are they even going to include setup?
He's reading stuff.
Oh, they've messed up so many things that people are calling out. I can't take their word for it. They put minor secrets on the board. You don't do that. Oh my gosh. Can't trust that. Well,
You said, did you? Oh, you said it.
well, there's not much help we can
Check that.
get. I mean,
Well,
this
I
is
mean,
it.
I don't know if Limonelli or Ronald or hopefully somebody that might
It
know.
says place all the black
Alright,
cubes
maybe
in the
they-
dragon bag,
Maybe they have a thought.
which we know can't be true because we already put 12 in there for setup. Then set the bag next to the game. And it's really straightforward there.
Oh, so we have these dragon cubes that they said set aside after we put the ones on the card. So we're not sure during the regular setup, do we now, like it normally says, place the dragon cubes in the bag?
Yeah, the passage doesn't.
Like we're not sure, do we put these that we set aside from earlier in the prologue? Like during the prologue it said take the cubes, put them on that card, then set the others aside. Now during setup it's saying put these dragon cubes in the bag.
Since we're
like
going in
normal.
order, I know it's important to do everything in order, so I was
Yep.
just wondering.
Gotta follow order.
It doesn't say skip step 5 because that would be. It says remove all the black cubes from the dragon bag, which technically they weren't there yet because that's not till step 5. We were still in step 1. Place 12 of them on the getting unstuck contract and set the rest aside. I think we're not supposed to do it. I think they're just supposed to stay out of the game. Yeah. You know,
That's
it's a big game.
huge-
Things get missed like that, but I think those are not supposed
Yeah,
to be
that's
in
gonna
there.
be a huge handicap.
But how many-
Not having those.
Well, there's tons of interns though.
There's like 15 interns in there.
Yeah,
But
so we put
it's-
12 there. So we're really only missing out on
Yeah.
just a few.
There's just gonna be a lot right at the beginning of like ours in there.
Let's just roll with it. If it's difficult, it's difficult. We all die, so what?
Yeah. I don't want to die.
All right. Well, we might.
Uh,
Be careful with your clink this turn.
yeah.
And
I'll have to be
this game.
very quiet.
All right. Add a cultist monster to the row. We've done that, and now we stock the rest of the row. So go ahead, Melissa. Stock the row for us.
I did choose. So this is all my fault. Oh, I didn't even shuffle these.
I shuffled them a little bit. But yeah, you probably should shuffle them. I can move on to the major secrets face down. If you see any down there, just place those there. See any more? Oh yeah, I see one there.
There's a-
Is that it? I think that's it. Yeah?
Yep.
Cool. All right. Also, I've done the strange fruit, and now these things, artifacts. Oh, it's not being used. What do you need down there? The 25? There's a 25.
15,
15's down there? Oh, 15's over here.
7.
There's a 30.
30 right here. We have a 5. We still have the 5 somewhere, right?
Yeah, 5
right
and
here.
7
And 18.
20?
and 20.
I'm going to go in order of what I have in my hand.
And then
7 you said?
Seven.
Over here. You shuffle. I'm doing this while you
Seems
shuffle.
What are you looking for?
12.
uh,
Shuffle.
I am shuffling.
I think
I
we
know,
picked the
but
12.
there it is.
Oh, we have 12.
18 you said?
18.
Yeah. See, I'm trying to buy time.
I am shuffling right now while you're doing that.
8 and 10, I don't think those are in there.
All right. Hopefully this is good enough.
Frequent viewers would know she's not, she does that often.
I am
We
shuffling.
try to buy time by having a conversation on the side, and she's like, ooh, I'm going to talk
Wait.
too. I'm like, we're trying to
Dragon.
allow you to do your thing.
Dragon. Oh, not a dragon.
What?
But there's no black cube to
Yeah,
put back
sorry.
in the bag.
Sorry, Charlie.
Rubbish. Let's take those ones from over there to the side. Put them back in the bag.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Like, can we take those?
Like I say about cheating, if it feels like cheating, it probably is. So that just doesn't feel right. so.
Synergy. I do like synergy. It's a decent card until you just need to get rid of it. No! All players get +1 Clank. I was supposed to be quiet this game.
All players get +1 Clank. This is going to be a rough one.
I'm gonna die before you even enter.
Use these to
Oh,
decide who
and
goes
event-
first.
No, events don't go in. Ring. Visification. Oh, it's a nice one.
What do you do with black cubes when you draw them from the bag? I guess they're pretty, for this game? I don't know. I mean, I don't think
Wait,
they're
there's no
different.
black. There's no any black cube.
But currently there's not, but there will be. Once we start acquiring companions.
Oh, how is it worded?
1,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, how's it worded
6.
as a rule?
Pull +1 cubes from dragon attacks. Oh, what terrible cards!
Yep, that's a tough
Terrible,
one.
terrible.
Let's see. To execute a dragon attack, take all cubes from the clank area and put them in the dragon bag. Shake it up. Draw a number of cubes from the bag. Each black cube drawn is set aside. Okay. So it says set aside, and that's exactly what the Book of Secrets said, was set them aside. So it's almost like, oh, that's the point. Is that these were set aside. So fortune teller would probably trigger since the same word was used.
Oh, so
You think? We set them aside just like we would for a dragon attack.
oh, dragon. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Can't use that one either.
Technically, these would be set aside. We've been-
Event. Ah, here goes scouting party. That can be there. Thank you. Thank you. Now I can shuffle.
Yeah, so we've been putting them in Ohio, Canada. That's our set aside area.
Oh, so the fortune teller triggers. 3 cubes in the bag, please.
I think that's fair. They've been set aside.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're doing it. What did you do in your game?
It
Post
said-
in the comments below.
It said set aside. So
Yeah, they use the same word.
same word.
So.
See, words.
It's a good catch. That's a good catch.
Very good.
Did you know the answer to that when you mentioned it, Lemonelli? I'm curious.
He wants us to try to figure out.
Right. I'm curious about your teaching methods.
See, trying to do the old the students teach
Right, yeah.
themselves.
Ask the questions that get to the answers.
Yep.
But yeah, set aside.
Ronald says this 2 years ago. Reading lots of BGG posts.
Oh, it was really 2 years ago? This game's so new, though. To me. When did this game come out? Clank Legacy. BGG. 2019. Yeah. Wow.
Well, this is it's the COVID time dilation.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Things from like 2 years or 3 years ago is a long time ago, and also not that long ago.
Yeah.
I was like, gosh, it was that long ago? Wait, that was only 2 years.
Time flies.
Flies and then doesn't flies.
The internet cannot agree. Okay, so we've chosen a path and we went down it.
And
I think everything
agree
we-
with the wording. It does make sense.
Well, sure,
to
with
me.
this,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, that makes
But
sense.
the thing beforehand, would they go back into the bag as part of setup?
It did say set aside. So you never put set aside things into the bag. Unless it tells you put 3 bags back in the cube.
Well,
like
it
that.
just says place all the black cubes. But I think setup is shame. I think what we're doing is
I
fair.
think keeping those out is correct because otherwise they
Yeah.
would have told you just count 12 and put it on this card beforehand.
Yeah, I just wish they were clear. Like you will not be playing with the rest of this game or something like
Yeah,
that.
set these aside.
Yeah.
They will not be used or whatever.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Oh well,
Well, we chose a path.
we'll stick to it.
Yeah. We'll see.
All right, so the
That's all done.
reserve has been created as well. We've placed the tokens. We jumped ahead a little bit. We will not be placing Dran Agent tokens. They clarified that in this game.
We won't even need that reserve. It said we can't use the market this game.
Until that thing goes away.
Oh yeah, until the thing goes away. Which we don't know how to get rid of it yet, so we'll
Wait and see.
figure that out as we go.
We still had to do it. It's part of the rules.
Yep.
We've placed the market items in there. Take your deck box.
What is this white cube doing over here in the money?
I don't know. I'll take it. Things happen. All right.
Got my cards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9,
Reminder.
10. Yeah.
Joe and I have necrosis, right?
Yep.
Nope. No necrosis here yet.
I got it first and gave it to Jesse.
Yeah, it's spreading.
Oh.
All right. Determine
Keep
player
your
order.
necrosis to yourself.
Here we go. Determining player order. It is. Joe is first.
I put 2 cubes.
It's been a while since Joe's been first. I only get to put 1 cube in.
2 more cubes for me. Before now vault happens?
Yeah.
Oh. 4 cards from vault.
There's all that clank we got to start.
Jiminy
a lot.
crickets.
So you can take these out, shuffle them, and I'll just hand you a stack.
Remember to draw 4 cards. Additional one from the deluxe vault.
Make sure you get the pie, so Melissa can't have it.
Yeah, I didn't get pie last time. I was very disappointed.
You are not a good berry.
I was a bad berry.
Bad berry.
Bad berry.
All right, and then we're gonna, after we choose those, we'll do the rest.
All right.
Yep, Joe's half
Got
tip.
store credit.
Mm-hmm.
The whiskers mask.
Whiskers mask.
Foot and sword. Take
It's
an
only-
intern.
Yeah, it's only. But what
One
happens?
Clank, that's not bad.
All the interns are in the bag.
You don't get to take an intern then.
Boo.
Yeah, if you're just out, you're out.
The spooky
Right.
lantern.
I'm pretty sure that's true for most things, all things in this game. If you
Friend
can't
upon
take a
Oh.
thing. Oh, no, where I'd find that. It's part of your turn. Taking your turn.
I finished all my personal goals.
I have 2 left.
I'm gonna take the spooky lantern because it doesn't. I don't get Clank.
Oh,
Mm.
man.
And
That's always good.
It may be useful if not. It's at least 2 bind.
It's 2 skill, yeah, that's fine. All right, 4 cards for you.
Yep, can't take intern now while they're in the bag.
Yep.
I mean, sacrificed for the good of the company. Come on, something good.
Further up, please.
I got a robe.
Plus 1 Clank, draw 2 cards. Inquire it takes 3 Clank.
No!
You're not choosing that.
No. Hand.
Oh, the hat. The 3 Clank hat to trash burgles.
I'm not too keen on the hat. A map.
Yep. Clank and trash it to teleport.
This one's not bad. Last one. Clockwork Friend. Gives you one of these little seals.
Yep.
If you have another companion in your play area, draw a card. And it's got a foot.
Hmm.
What did he get here? Springs on his feet?
Yes, we chose that one for him.
If you acquire that, would that take a black cube off of the thing? It says when a player acquires any companions. I think it would.
I kind of like this one just because he's a continuous foot.
Mhm.
He's not going to go away. He's not going to ever be trashed. He has a companion, which helps with other companions in the row when you get them, when they have a companion thing. It is 2 Clank, but it is a draw card, and you get a seal. What is these little foot thingy, these springs mean?
We chose to
think that's-
give him a foot power when he
Oh,
came
so
out,
that's
and
just
so
a-
we put the springs on him.
Oh,
Oh, I didn't remember that.
Yeah, we put that's a sticker and those are stickers.
oh, see, I
Oh,
knew
wow.
these.
That's
Oh,
funny.
that's a sticker too.
I remember the foot part going
Yeah,
on,
I
just
chose.
not the art.
I chose him. I chose him because
Yeah.
I forget what it was. It was like one of all of them, and I was like, well, we don't have a lot of stuff that gives feed out of the vault, so I was like,
True.
I'm going to take this little friend. I know I have to do +2 Clank, but he could be helpful for drawing cards later, and there's a
Place your Clank.
seal. So
Because I was like, if you chose something else, he got different. He
I'm
had
taking it.
different parts that different stickers went on him.
All right.
I took the clockwork friend. So, what's our decision about taking a cube off of the thing when you acquire?
When a player acquires any companions or enters town spaces on their turn, on their turn. It's not your turn.
Oh, it's not my turn. So,
Never mind.
never mind. Not my actual.
I mean,
turn.
it is your turn to choose a vault card, but I don't think that's what they meant.
That's if it feels like cheating. I don't know. I don't know if that really truly feels like cheating, but it feels like it's a little gray area.
All right, so I got a dragon scale shield. When one of your cubes is drawn from the bag, you can discard it. This card to return it to your supply. Then draw a card. That's not bad. Ah, the deluxe coach. I do
Ooh, the
like the
coach.
deluxe coach.
Yep, that's my
Good berry pie.
Oh,
Trash it to that. and Whiskers Mask. All these cards are really good. This coach has gotten me out of some jams.
Can't use any coaches this game. That might be really helpful since we can't use those little until we get rid of that card.
It's after I get an artifact, it's 2 feet, and I don't have to stop at 4
yeah, you do have
spaces.
to take an artifact, but that doesn't take any clank. That's a benefit.
And minus
Fine.
1 clink even.
Mm-hmm.
It's very much not the way I play this game.
I
So
take
that's
the pie
Well, you
every
also,
time.
also you need to get rid of the necrosis or whatever one too. Because I think that's why I picked that up the first time I had the necrosis.
Right. Trash and just get the heart. I mean, there's some hearts out on the board.
Yeah.
There's 2 of them. Okay.
It's a good pie.
I'll do it. I'll pie. I've never pied before. It seems like a weaker
Eat the
card.
pie. You get to take a.
But
Okay.
yeah, I'll take a clink away. I gotta put these cards back. To the vault. I'll take one of my things away. So at the start of the game, that's what we're working with for clink.
I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
Well,
I got the most.
it is how it is. Well, by 1, right?
It's scary.
All right, Joe. Let's go. Draw 5, and we're off.
And off.
Oh, we had 2 put 3 cubes back in the bag things. This one.
Oh, I didn't even notice that one.
Because I think we wrote off the fortune teller as well. Oh, if we did one, we got to do both.
Yep. True. Do one, you gotta do the other.
Mm-hmm.
See, we caught the one about the guy that came up and he had a dragon, so
Right.
go back.
I can't move.
You got
No feet. All of us are like
6
not
recruit at the first turn. That's
We're
pretty
not
good.
even the place.
It's fine. We're just hanging out in the lobby.
And I also have to trash this card.
Oh yeah, we gotta make sure we
And
remember this
I think
trash.
that's, even though you're not moving, it's a good hand. Seems really good. Considering you can buy almost anything. Scouting party is less cool with interns not in the game. For now.
Oh yeah, right now then it's just really a two skill. That's really all it is.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take the
Oh, yeah, the
ring
ring is good.
Good one.
and the synergy.
You have 2 swords as well. You could kill a cultist or a dragonling.
This gives you $3. That one gives you $1.
I think it's a
I'll take the
pretty
dragon.
clear choice. Yeah.
$3.
$3. Wait, did you draw the spooky lantern?
Yeah.
That's supposed to be in your discard.
Oh crap!
All right, redo.
Alright, so I just draw another card
Yeah,
and return these.
slight change. You just gotta.
I still kill the thing because
Yeah, for sure. That's gonna happen. Oh, you killed a thing. Doing the tool.
I don't have any fancy cards.
1, 2, 3.
What a mess in my hand. Big old mess.
It's the start of the game. All right, so you have 5 recruit. Could change it up a little bit.
You still take the ring.
Yeah, just look at the ring.
Fortune teller's worth 1 if you want, but she does clank.
Yeah, she gives
Very
you +1.
noisy fortune teller. For just 5 gold pieces more, I'll tell you whatever you
No,
want me to
I'll just
say.
take the ring.
All right,
Wait, why don't you draw back up?
discard and draw. I think my goal this game is to actually get points. Did do that last time. Sure wouldn't mind.
I completed all my personal goals this time.
Good for you.
All right, ready?
Seems to be.
Ah,
It's a
gremlin.
gremlin.
Combine all gremlins in the adventure row and discard pile. They
Yep.
must be defeated together.
So if there were gremlins in the discard, you'd have to fetch them out and put them on there too. So this guy, even after we kill him, he may come back.
Next one. One of those
Dryads,
you
forest
can only,
dryads, yeah.
You can only fight in the forest.
All right.
All right.
Turn.
I got a burgle,
Mhm.
and a burgle, and a burgle, and a burgle, and another burgle.
Hmm.
What a bunch of burgle.
Well, that means next turn you're only drawing one burgle. Don't forget to trash that one.
Yeah. This one I can only trash if I get one of those mystic
Yep.
fruits.
Trash a Clank.
And this one I can only
/ burgle.
I can only trash if I get something that says to trash it. So guess what? I'm getting the synergy. Trash a card.
Ah, that'll be your future.
Yep. So that's 2. I got 3 more.
You can get
Now
the
I'm
town
gonna get
guard.
the town guard.
There you go.
All right. And this goes away. Trash, trash, trash. And these go to discard. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4. 2 more. And a 1. I got some.
Skimitars.
And a dragon!
There it is.
No.
First attack. Let's go.
Oh, the little scoops in the little bag.
Nope, the red ones fell off. I guess I don't have to put those in.
Make sure they get all
I
in
think
there.
just put 2 more in for that.
Well, let me put some in that special pocket in there.
Make sure you don't,
But
you
you
don't
don't know
have any
what- I
left
think-
sticky on your hands, huh?
Nope, except for these red ones.
She draws from the special pocket.
All right.
That's where mine all went.
Oh, Lyman, he caught something. I got the companion. Did anybody else get a companion? I have this one.
Yeah,
Cube.
Mercenary's Companion.
I got a ring.
You got a ring, that's right. So whenever a player acquires any companions or enters any town spaces, return a black cube from this contract to the bag.
Woohoo! To the back.
All right.
Thank you. Nice
Good catch, good catch.
All right, now we shake. Shake again. One more for good measure.
So we're drawing 3.
And a 1. A 2.
Since we started a step up.
A 3. 3.
Hey, I have one thing in there. What am I, Joe?
I told you.
You put it in
You
that.
should have put it in that special
You
pocket.
was putting that
So we
special
drew 2
pocket.
purples and a red. I wasn't on the right camera for that, but yeah. So, first blood is me.
And poor little interns. But now we got 2 interns. There you go. Now,
There we go.
now the scouting party has some companions to take.
All right, so I have quite a few cards. I have a 6 skill
Why are there so many cards?
because I drew for my opulence tool
Oh.
since Joe killed a monster. 1 foot. Let's go ahead and get out. 2 swords that I cannot use except for on that gremlin, which I think. I mean, I'm not making any clank yet. I will be trashing this burgle. So
I would
let's
say just leave them there.
Leave who there?
No, for the gremlin. Unless
Why?
Unless you need a
Gives me
bug.
gold. Yeah, why not?
We don't have any clank to get rid of.
So, but I don't want you getting rid of clank. You got stumbles in your hand. You got 2 stumbles in your hand.
Where are the swords coming from?
But-
Where are these magic
I can-
swords coming from? I'm just
I have
gonna
2
go
swords. Oh,
and for me,
for
I was
later. For later. You don't know.
I'm gonna just go bop him on the nose.
Maybe.
Bad gremlin. Bop.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't run your life.
I'm just stumbling over here.
So I think I'll take this twin scimitars.
Oh,
I
there
like
you
that
go.
more than the
More swords.
vorpal sword. And I'll take an explorer. Thought about getting a mercenary just for the companion thing, but over time we will get those done.
Strength of feet.
And for my 2 swords, I will destroy the gremlin. And get a buck.
$1.
Thank you. And I've already stepped. That's it. New hand. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Shuffle, shuffle.
Yeah. I mean, I took care of the gremlin. I just want to see new stuff out.
New stuff.
As I'm
is
sure we
cracking.
all do. Yeah, maybe.
Got a lot of cubes in that bag.
Go ahead.
1. Another companion. That's good. Local guide. And more synergy.
More synergy.
That's always good.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, double stumble. We all have that right now.
Yep. Double stumble.
Because no one stumbled the first time.
Yep.
And then I have 3 skill and 1 foot. And so I'll move down 1.
Uh-oh, I've been knocked down.
You're
And
standing on a box, to
I'll
be
pick
fair.
up, I'll pick up the local guide. So I'll get,
You get a foot.
I get another foot.
Which way?
What are we supposed to be doing? We're supposed to be visiting the. We gotta go to the markets, but we can,
Yeah, you want to acquire companions and enter town spaces. At least that'll get rid of that. Beyond that, I don't really know what our goal is.
If you have 5
Get
skill,
artifacts?
if you have 5 skill and get to that Destroth or the place down at the bottom, you can talk
Nope,
to those
that's
guys.
out. That's out right now.
Why?
Because they were frozen in time. Waypoints and normal contract cards can't be used.
Oh, until we get that card gone.
That's right. So ignore that. Just to make you
I'll move over
not think about it.
to the west here. Because I'll go to
Yeah.
Northridge and Southridge and then there's
Get
at
there
least
eventually.
3 over here.
Sounds good.
And I get a coin for taking something off the road there.
I mean, in this game, coins are just money, I guess. I'm not going to be buying anything. Just going to make travel difficult.
Black cube in the bag because the guide was a companion. Thank you.
Oh, yes. Guide was a companion.
All right.
I was like, I already had to shuffle. Why is that? Oh, yeah, I drew 3 cards.
All right. New card is a dragon.
Hitchhiker's Tome. All right. 2 yellows.
Yay, I get to use the ring.
There you go. If it's another red, I call shenanigans. Because I only have 2 in that bag. It's all of us.
It's all of it.
So I now have 0 Clank in that bag.
All right. Bye, Ronald.
Later on.
See you later.
All right. So yeah. Here's where we stand.
All right. Let's see. I stumble. I have a burgle, which just is the tome thing, so it's just a 1. And I have 2 feet. So I shall move.
1.
I guess I'll go where Joe is. I'll move that a ways as well.
Joe is. All right.
So it's my 2 feet, and I got 2 bind power, so I'm gonna grab me up a synergy, I think. It's only
Double
2.
synergy, eh?
I got myself in trouble with these synergies last time.
Keeping them away from us.
I really don't want that fortune teller.
Oh, you only have 2?
I'll
Get a
have
mercenary.
2. it's like, it's good to have one of them, but it's not good to have too many of them. Because then you got to keep trashing stuff and you might have to trash good things.
Could be a good thing.
I'll
know.
take the mercenary for the swords. And we get to put a black cube because it's a companion.
Yep. Black cube returned.
Good.
Yeah, it seems like those black cubes we added before didn't really help us. We haven't drawn any.
Oh, yeah.
These are all left over.
Right. Oh, you can go. I didn't take anything from anybody.
All right, well, I'm going to double stumble because that's just what I'm into. 4 skill, 2 swords. No walking, so I'm staying here. And I mean, I do need synergy. And there's nothing there for 2 that I can think of. Really don't want the fortune teller.
That fortune teller's just going to end up sitting there.
It's a great card if you have something to work with Mystic Fruit for. You may expend a Mystic Fruit to gain $3, because the Mystic Fruit is still worth 3, plus you're getting $3 for it. Doubles the value of it. But yeah, not great. Do I want a mercenary? I think I have enough swords right now. I have the twin scimitars, I have the necrosis. We're going to stick to that. And the synergy now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Let's, oh, for my 2 swords, I want to just take down the cultist, so I'll just take $1. And that's me. Replenish the row.
It's a dragon!
Of course it is.
Darn monster.
I would have loved if that dragon was out for my turn. Totally would have killed it. Why didn't you buy anything?
Because I got a mercenary.
Yeah, I know.
I know. Where's Red with his Team Dragons?
Oh, no. No Team Dragon today. Forget about that.
Anti-dragons.
He's team Caledonia.
Is that what he's probably
Yeah,
Team Mahjong right now.
No, we were we had a discussion earlier about claims of Caledonia, and so then he was complaining about it. So then Nick and I were talking about how we kind of liked it, and so now we're playing a game on it.
I feel like I should play it
Oops.
someday. Oh. All right, we're all on the same level now. Everyone has 2 damage. So yeah, let's continue.
Hello, Whiskey Neck.
All right, I've got 6 buying power and 3 movement.
What will you do with that?
So I'm gonna move into the forest here and get a heal.
Into the forest.
I want to play castles.
I muted this site.
No one plays castles with me.
I'm gonna move into the forest and get a heal.
Move into the forest and get a heal. You have a heal.
And then I'll move into Northbridge and get a black cube into the bag.
Moving to Northridge, you get one of these. Which one do you want?
The closest to me.
It's yours. You get this black cube from the bag.
What is this?
Let me see.
The treasure card?
Yes.
Wait, how'd you get
So
to
at the end of your turn, you get the
How'd
treasure
you
card.
get to move at the forest?
Oh, good point. You can't move out of the forest.
Oh.
Whoops.
Oops.
I completely missed that too. Good catch.
I was about to say, did somebody else get
Well,
my
everything's working
ability?
so weird, so it's like, does it work normal?
I was like, I was
confused for a
thinking,
second.
I was thinking we could because we're skipping monsters.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that really stinks.
Because I was about to say, it's like, I was fixing to do that, but I
Okay,
have
so
my
instead
ability.
All right, shuffled.
I'll move. You know what? I'll move the Destronaut.
Oh, with your 2 feet?
Yeah.
Oh, so no heal.
So no heal. So take that.
Well, I shuffled the minor things already, so if I knew you were still getting it, would have just said that can stand, but
Oh,
here we go. New thing.
New thing. Right.
It's a heart potion.
That's
Hey,
fine.
you can
That's
heal.
good. That's
You
good.
can heal after
Yeah, you
all.
can still heal.
Well, I'm gonna say that to when I get my necrosis
Yeah.
cards.
Ah,
good.
yes.
Okay. And then I'll move down one more.
Oh, you have 3 feet over there?
Yeah, 3.
Wow.
And no monsters.
That's why I didn't want to waste it. I mean, I might as well just
You want another one from here?
sure take that.
You get 2 intern
2
cubes.
intern cubes.
Hand me that thing. Right.
And now I have 6 black power.
That's a good hand.
The scouting party, the sword, or the tome.
I'm gonna
All
take that.
5.
I'm gonna take the tool.
Or fortune
you
teller
get a
and some
heal.
mercenaries. Taking the tome, you get a heal. Look at that. I think that worked out better. No swords, huh?
No.
All right.
Wait, I have. Yeah, so I get a coin for the.
Yeah, 1 coin. All right, next card up is an emerald with a dragon on it.
Lovely.
Dragons out for blood.
I swear I've done that already.
No, uh-oh. Two yellow.
I clearly don't know what's happening in a Feast Road. 3 points.
Ramp picked up pretty quickly.
Yeah, I would say so. Oh, Joe, you got punched twice. Watch my back. You just got punched twice.
No, Belka.
Belga.
So
Hello.
he won by 40, over 44
No
over me.
more teams. Right, my turn. I have
It's a bit complex. We're on game
Virgo?
8 or so, 9.
9.
Technically X, but yeah, spoilers ahead if you've never played Clank Legacy and plan to. If you don't, well, no big deal.
Another burgle. Another burgle. None of these of which I can trash right now. And I got
It's a super easy game.
2 feet. I will go through the forest,
Going through the forest,
heal for 1,
heal 1.
and then use my cartographer to
Move an
move on
additional.
to Northridge.
Which one do you want?
The tallest one.
Maybe this one?
And it is
A dragon
this
egg!
egg. Oh no, I
Dragon
figured
gets-
the dragon.
Angrier. All right.
Excuse me.
So you have.
I used my
Just
feet.
need a skill now.
4. None of these are 4. They're all 5s.
Yes, they are.
No.
Except for the explorer. Oh, cube.
Where,
Oh,
where
right,
cute-
for
where-
entering a town.
Oh, entered a town. Ah, yes.
We
yes,
never
yes.
took back the other one, did we? For Joe going into the town. Could have swore we dropped a cube in there for
We
that.
did, but I thought you took it back.
Oh, we did? Okay.
All right.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, we can count out how many.
Oh, she didn't put it. Okay. That's right. It was sitting on my fingers like this. That's right. Okay. All right. Back into the bag.
All right, to the back. Now, 4. I don't want that fortune teller. Ain't gonna do it. Ain't gonna do it. What I am going to do is get 2 mercenaries.
2 companions. So it still only takes away 1 cube from the bag.
Oh,
It says when a player acquires any companions, any companions or enters into town space on their turn. I guess that would be 2. Yeah. Any companions. Sure. 2 cubes for that.
They really need to clear.
Yeah, I think everything works.
I know it's the bonus game, but
Yeah, the bonus game rules are.
The rules could have been a little clearer.
All right.
It's fine.
I'll discard.
I'm not gonna complain. I still probably have more yellow than anything else in there.
5. I'm just trying to get more cubes in the bag
have
because
two
I got a lot in
reds.
there too. So I know my time's coming.
All right.
Right, later.
Later, Nick.
Later, Nick.
Later, Nick.
Oh.
Is it me? Must be my turn.
Yes.
Since you're not saying anything.
I don't have. I didn't draw
Um,
anything from the Rosa.
So I have 2 feet. I'll go ahead and take a walk to the forest. Heal 1. And I have a total of 4 recruit, which once again we've established does not get us much.
Get some mercenaries. Put more cubes in the bag.
I don't know. I don't know. I have so many things that make swords. That's my issue with that. I think I got to get Explorer. I can't not buy anything because then I'm not really taking any progress. So
Oh, your turn. 2.
Okay. I got 2 stumbles and 3 burgles.
yep. Stumbling. All right.
I'm gonna have to take an explorer.
Right, my go.
Seems like it.
All right, so I have my clockwork friend. If you have another companion in your play area, draw a card. I do. I have a town guard.
Okay.
If you're in a town space, draw a card. I'm in a town space, so I'm going to draw 2 cards. 1.
That town guard's so good.
When you're
I always
down.
said that.
All right. I have synergy.
You burning?
I very tempted to get rid of this stumble, but to get rid of a stumble, you have to take +2 clank. That's scary. So instead of that, I'm actually going to trash this here purple.
Oh.
Because
You trash this card, draw 2 cards.
you get to draw 2 cards, which I'll get to reshuffle.
Go
So I'm
for
going
it.
to do that, and that doesn't cost me any clank. I
True.
get 1. A more
And
clank.
then shuffle that.
And I'll shuffle. And I
That's
get
a big
one
turn.
more card.
Lots of action going on.
And 2. Okay. And that gave me both my clanks, or stumbles
Stumbles,
came up,
nice.
so 2 clank. So get that out of the way. It's got 2 clank after all. So just trash the darn thing. It'll
I
come up
would have.
again. And now I have 1 mercenary. So that's 4 swords. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 burkles ago. No. 4 score and 7 skill ago. My click forefathers. Don't have anything special on these. No, this is for Mystic Fruit. These don't have anything. Synergies are done, true. Alright.
Lots of stuff.
I'm gonna get rid of this.
Alright.
Defeat. Trash a card in your play area, discard card. Now I can get rid of this stupid stumble.
Probably should have done that before you used the stumble.
Oh, so take 1 stumble away.
That would have been the wise thing. Let's just say you did that.
Yeah. We'll say I did that. Because I had these 2 out.
I understand.
I had 2 swords before I drew the mercenary.
You can trigger them whenever you want.
Yep.
So
Alright, so goodbye, stumble. And that goes away. I'm not in a forest,
Yeah, so get a coin. From the cultist.
but could I move? No.
I mean,
Oh, yes, could you
swords
please,
doesn't matter. What?
could you please move me back into the forest? Where you're at? So I can get a heart? With my foot?
Oh, you haven't moved yet?
I haven't moved yet.
Oh, okay.
So now I'm moved into the forest.
Get a
So I can
heart.
get my heart.
So this is here.
And now I can, now I'm in the
Take care of
forest.
the
I can
dryad.
feed it and
All
get
right.
2 more power.
Go for it.
Okay, so now that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
You go tome, which I don't know if
That's
we
not
shuffled those.
beneficial.
Maybe
No.
we did. I don't know.
Maybe we should
No,
shuffle.
no, no. It's just. Do you know what's next?
I don't know.
Exactly. So what does
Okay.
it matter? It shuffles.
What are
Yeah.
you saying?
It says worth an additional 3 if at least one opponent scores 0 points, which happened last time.
I did. I don't think I had that.
Where to buy some emeralds and vorpal swords. Be sure to get a dragon attack. It's a lot.
I'm gonna get the tome. Because
All right.
it's
What's the next one?
guaranteed.
Worth an
points.
additional 3 if you have at least 25
Oh,
cards
that's
in
a
your deck,
25 card one.
which I've never had.
But this will help the burgle too. My burgle with the tome things will give extra points. So I'll take this. And now I got 2 left. That was because I have 9.
Fortune teller or mercenary.
You know what? I'll take the mercenary.
That takes a black cube
Cubes.
into the bag.
Cube to the bag.
All right.
And I didn't buy any other companions, so I don't think any more. Because
Good. That was a long turn.
was a that was monster companion tome. Yeah, so 1 cube. I think that's it. Yep. Yep.
Yep, 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 yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right. What's our new row situation?
We have here Mystic Smoothie
Okay.
and this. Ooh, the fly. No, I could not have been out there. I would have bought that up.
Well, I can't afford that, but I can move a lot. I have 3 feet, 2 swords, 4 skill. So I'm going to walk to town first, removing a cube here, and getting what seems to be a minor
this goes in the bag.
thing. Yeah.
Oh, you're going to
Oh,
town.
dragon
you went to town.
egg.
Why are you upsetting that
We all
dragon?
get a coin.
One coin for you. One coin for me.
I don't know why. I just like to.
Like, looky, I got your egg. Ha 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 ha.
Another foot. Let's go. If I go to the Clank, I won't be able to draw anymore. But it could be a good card. Alternatively, I was going to go down and get some strange fruit. But the extra card can put me over the edge and possibly get me a flying broom. That'd be cool. Yeah, because if it's an explorer or something, it could be it. I'm not eager. Let's go down. South Ridge, get a purple cube. Remove one of these black cubes. So I'm walking to a town.
Good.
And my final foot will be for strange fruit, of which I'll get 1. Mystic fruit, whatever, not strange. 2 swords. Let's
That's
take
it.
out the cultist for 1.
That's over on the other side.
Right, right. It's still strange though, just not that strange. And finally for, I'll go for Mystic Smoothie. What the heck, I have fruit now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do we got?
We have, ooh, the count.
Count Coffin. Companion.
What's he do?
Worth 1 point for each artifact, market item, and mug token you have. So not worth as
So
much.
2
this-
points
Yeah.
at the most.
Yeah.
Plus he has a sword and 2 feet.
He's 22 feet.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Ooh, I got a very bad hand coming up.
All right.
Times.
Won't believe it.
Drawing would not have helped.
There's got the ring out.
Yay!
At the time, at a good time.
It does happen.
Yeah.
It does
Wow.
exist.
And then I got
Oh, that thing to get rid of.
Only if he wants to. He might want to use the swords for now. I don't know.
That's true.
Then again, it does thin out the deck a little bit.
Yep.
It's a choice.
It is.
What say ye?
Ooh, got enough of that flying broom.
I'm gonna move.
Oh, he does? Mm.
Yeah, I'm gonna move into Cliffridge.
Moving into Cliffridge, which is a town.
And then I'll move south.
Moving south to blank area. Definitely not a Dran place.
Poor blank area. Nothing
Yeah,
to
and
do
then
there.
I have, since I have 7, right? Yep, 7. I'm gonna get the broom.
Ooh, you get to
You have
move
another
again.
foot. Where would you like to go?
Ooh, if you go to that town, another
I'm
cube.
gonna go down to the town.
Ooh, more cube.
1 cube remaining.
Ooh.
I'm getting unstuck.
And I will heal 1. Let me take that. And I'll get rid of my necrosis card.
All right. End of an era.
Woohoo.
All right. Well, yeah, draw up and we'll
Oh, I had 2 swords left too, so I'll just do the
cultist. Yeah.
cultist.
Yeah, nothing, no monsters.
All right, draw up and
Except-
let's see what we get.
Except this monster.
Could be. I think it'll be a companion.
Maybe.
It's just a guess. Just what I'm feeling.
I say monster.
One of those freelancers. Oh,
It's a ring.
Okay.
Neither
Everyone
one of
was
those
wrong.
things. All right, my turn.
Something that costs 4. That's nice.
Yep, I got 2 mercenaries.
Mm-hmm.
I got my cartographer and my sidestep, so 2 feet and a burgle. 2 feet and a burgle. All right, I will be stepping into that town space with one of my
Northridge?
feet. Yep, so put that left.
When all the black cubes on this contract has been returned, we read.
Yay! Story time.
31.
What's that little cube left from? What's that?
Look, that's your Clank from last time.
Okay.
We haven't had an attack in a little while.
Okay.
All right.
Oh wait, cubes for ring. Cubes for ring. Cubes for ring. That just came out. Cubes.
Right,
Oh,
right.
thank
Put
you.
3 back in. That's right. Arrivals.
Yes, thank you.
Gotta watch those arrivals. We all do. All right, here we go.
They were all good.
Every time you poke or shake a frozen person, they slowly come around and start moving again. Now that you've freed enough people, the rest of the world seems to be catching up as well. A breeze blows across your face for the first time since this began, and Finnegan's illusory head pops into being on your shoulder. Good work. Now that things are moving again, we can catch back up to the main timeline. We've drifted away a bit, so there's still a rift between us and where we need to be. You should be able to mend the rift using some nice big chunks of time essence. See what you can manage, and bring back whatever else you gathered up to the HQ. Place a Dran agent token from the bank on each Dran agent space. Well, you managed to walk through one. Fetch card 175 from the Cardporium.
Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3. I think that's it.
Where's-
4.
Oh, down here.
Forest. All the way
Forest?
across.
Oh, right here. Yeah. Stickers and all. All right, the time rift. To seal the time rift, one player must have an artifact token, have a tome in their play area or discard pile, choose to make 5 Clank, and end their turn on a space with a magic circle. That player reads 110. So right now, Melissa's the closest person to getting that.
Wait, what do I need?
Everything I just said.
I got a tome. I
Yeah.
know that.
Artifact, tome, make 5 clank in a magic circle space.
I could go and get like one of these real close to us.
That's up to you.
The 5 or the 7, and then the magic circle is like right there.
I think
in the
all of us
forest.
should be trying to do this. You just are better suited right now. Is that it for the Dren people? Looks like it.
How it didn't tell us how to get rid of that clock thing.
Because we're not done yet.
Oh, so we gotta still do that timer.
I want results.
I want that clock going. I want to buy a boat. I want to get a crown.
Nope, not yet. Okay, continue your turn.
Can we use markets or can't use markets?
No, we
Not
still can't
yet.
use markets.
Okay.
We're still frozen in time.
Yeah.
We're not quite out of it. Oh, I didn't finish reading. Destroy, getting unstuck, and frozen in time.
Oh.
So yes, it is.
Yay! Hi-ya!
We still have the time rifts. We gotta fix them. All right, now we're done reading this.
Was it end?
That's what he was asking about. The was at the end.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is back.
Destroyed cards.
A stolen amulet. If you end your turn in Deshnoth or Coffinaria, depending on who you want to side with, either confront the Duke or confront the Count. I think if you end in Coffinaria, you're siding with the Duke, and in Deshnoth, you're siding with the vampire, the Count. Seems to be the case.
All right, so that was just my movement, right? Or, did I even move yet?
You did. You had,
1 foot, right? I
Yeah,
moved
you
1
moved
foot.
from the forest to Northridge to remove that cube.
All right, so now I got 1 more foot,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll move to the forest. Get a draw card.
Draw
I need
card.
to Shuffle.
Mm. Yep, contracts are back. We'll definitely be reaching the top level here because none of us have artifacts yet. And 2 dragon eggs have come out.
Oh, town guard. I already left the town spot, so oh well.
You did. You would have drawn that in that other spot.
All right, so now.
I mean, you technically still have your cartographer thing. Could move you back into a town if you want to draw.
Yeah, I'll do it.
All right, since you're moving back here, did you take a minor token?
Mm-mm.
You should have drawn that the first time.
But I only get 1, right?
You only get 1.
Yeah,
This
just
is the
1
one.
for the, yeah, okay.
A foot.
A foot! I'll keep it for now.
But now you are locked into that town.
Yeah,
So now you
I'll
can
keep
draw a
it.
card.
Draw card. The Burgle. It's one of those mystic fruit Burgle things that I can't do anything about. So now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm very tempted to take that tome. But then I also like this Count. He gets a lot of feet. I like this sword one too.
Count likes feet. Do you like my bats? They're imported.
But that's 5 points.
Oh, you have a Mystic Tome?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh wait, I don't have a mystic tome.
No, you're like in Mystic Tome territory. You have 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, you could do it.
No, I'm taking it.
I can't believe it. So points minded. Worth an additional 3 if you score the most gold. Okay, now we're talking.
3, 4, 5. Okay, so all that's done. My feet are done. So now just the swords. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swords. I guess I'm gonna just take $2 for the cultist.
Are the monsters active now, I guess?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Wait, the monsters are back again?
They
I thought
are.
that was throughout the game.
That card's been
That
destroyed.
card. We got the market and we got
You
the
can't just
monsters
take the
back.
good stuff.
You gotta take these
You gotta
monsters
take the
again.
good with the bad.
All right, I'm
But
done.
there you have.
We're pretty much at a normal game again, and we have some goals. That's
Yeah,
it.
I'm done.
You did not draw anything, so I'll go ahead and go. I have the worst turn. This is like worse than some beginning turns, double clank,
Burgle, burgle, burgle.
and double burgle, or triple burgle. And we've already established there's nothing there for 3. I'm not even taking explore. I'll count this as a, you lose a turn. Go ahead.
Alright, I got a clank.
And yeah, I had a feeling my next turn would be much better.
I got the tome, so I can get a minor secret.
Minor secret. Right, the tone. Which one do you want?
I'll take the middle pile.
Middle pile. This was your choice. And it's $2.
$2.
$2.
I'll take that.
Ooh, you could buy something in town now.
You can.
Market's open for business.
And
Ooh, if you bought a boat, you could go to that place.
what place?
The place where the
Well, I can walk over there too.
vampire guy is.
Yeah, but I don't want. I'm for that guy. We don't like that guy. Because I did think about doing that, but then you just said that if you go here, then you're with the Duke. But we don't like the Duke.
The way it's worded is, just, yeah, if you end your turn at Destronoth, you spend 5 to confront the Duke. Confront sounds like it's a
Yeah,
serious
like
accusation.
you're going like what'd you? do?"
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, well then I guess I'm heading to Destronoth. Maybe. I don't know. You have to have 5, right? Oh, I can't.
And so I have
I can't do
2
no.
movements. So I'm gonna move here and pick up the white cube.
So do you want a 2? What is it? What are the options? $2, 2 skill, or 2 swords?
Yeah, ruins give you extra choices. $2, 2 skill, 2 swords.
So there's really swords are not beneficial. I guess you'd want 2 skill if you want to buy off the row. Otherwise, just $2.
Anti-Duke.
Oh, I forgot to.
Yeah, we just don't like the Duke.
I forgot to get a boat.
Okay, you were there. You wanted to buy a boat?
Yep.
Boat, huh? There's no boat things there. All right.
Boats are always
It's your money.
good to
You do
have.
what you want.
That's a boat here, a boat there,
Okay.
a boat here,
Just
and there.
standing next to a mountain. That's what I was wondering.
Oh yeah.
But you're not going to Coffin, are you? So it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no. That's why. That's what I was. I don't take the 2 skill because that way, and then I'll get I'm gonna have to take just 2 mercenaries.
Take the black cubes off. Oh wait, there aren't any.
Yeah, I haven't bought any swords, and I have 1 more foot, so I'm gonna move down here.
All right.
Right, nothing's off the row, so I will go.
Mm-hmm.
First order of business. The clockwork friend is out. If you have another companion in your area, draw a card. I do. I have this fine companion mercenary.
Wow.
So I will draw a card.
Built up a good deck there. Muddled it with some tomes.
I just got a tome.
Yep.
Well, we kind of need that too, though, right?
True.
But I got this synergy that can discard. I'm just going to get rid of this burgle because I don't know if I'm going to get this fruit to flip. I don't know.
Also get rid of something in your discard pile.
Well, that's what I'm looking at over here. Maybe I have another.
I don't know.
I'll just get rid of one of these burgles that
Blank
I have.
one? Yeah, blank one's fine. You still get to use it this turn.
All right, so I have 1, 2, 3. I only have 4, so I can't do that.
Anything
thing
on
with the
here
Duke.
is not on the camera, by the way. she, this is one of her first streams, so.
All right, so only have 4. I can't go do that thing in front of
What thing?
to confront him.
Oh, you're not even there.
What is the thing? The
You have to be in Destrov.
What's the other thing that you have to have? Like you have the tome.
An artifact.
You know,
I
artifact
don't
and
have
a
an
tome.
art.
You have to be on a space with a magic circle, and you have to make 5 clank. Like just volunteer 5 clank. Make a loud noise.
I'll go down to Southridge.
Down to Southridge, you get no purples.
Oh,
Fresh out.
but I got to get to those artifacts. So I mean, I gotta head that way. I guess another option. All right, so I use my foot. I got 4 and then 3 swords. So I'll get a 1 from the cultist.
Mm-hmm.
I'll cover that. And I got a 4. Oh. All these are 5s and 6s. I'll take this here ring. Rings are good. That's
Rings are
4.
good.
Right. Done.
All right.
1, 2. Bad Duke. Bad. I want to go confront him. Shake our fingers.
Shake those fingers.
I wanna. 5. Ah, boo.
What do we have?
We have
A dragon. Gem dark magic.
Jim Dark Magic. No. Why?
Oh, 4 swords if you have a tome in play. That's pretty cool for you. You've been toming it up.
Shake, shake, do 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 do. Shake, 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 do do. Shake your dragon. Do 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 do. Dragon. Do 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 do. All right, 4 now. Nothing else extras. Okay, good. No extras. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
All right, that goes back. That goes here. That's the first black cube we've drawn, I believe. All right. Joe's doing his usual thing of getting blasted with some fire. All right, let's start off with the synergy. We're gonna
Terrible hand.
pick up Stumble because we don't like those. That'll be 2 Clank. And that's good for now.
You just had that in your hand?
Have what?
Is it only off the row for monsters?
What are you talking about?
That card that you
This?
Mm-hmm.
If one of you destroy a monster on the line,
On the line, okay. Cause
yeah, or a Dran agent, which I don't think
it's
has.
of the cultist, but it doesn't count.
I don't think it counts.
It says on the line. I don't think that's not on the line.
Well, it says the adventure row, yeah. So I have 4, 5, 6, 7 recruits. So I'm thinking of going into this time rift destruction game, since she's just taking her time with doing it. So
I don't have an artifact yet.
I know you're just taking too
I'm
long.
getting there. I'm like 1 away.
It's just taking too darn long. I can't sit there and wait for it.
Oh, I had
You
this
don't even
foot.
know how long it's taking because we don't have a time anymore.
Right.
I had this foot. I totally forgot what I used, and I could have gotten the artifact last turn, but I
But
forgot.
you wouldn't have been on magic space. You can
No.
always do that next time. All right.
I have a terrible hand this next turn. Nothing good will happen.
Nothing good will happen.
This bad hand. Bad.
I need to check. The volcanoes, they destroy something in your play area only or anywhere? I think it was anywhere. Volcanoes, here we go. Play area or discard pile. Okay. So I'm thinking about going to hang out in a volcano. Getting the tome would be helpful, but I kind of just want to go to the volcano. So I'm going to use my double walk. Walk to Mountain Ridge, get coin. I have a total of 5 coins, meaning I can't buy anything from the town, but eventually I will. It's nothing to the world. I'm going to acquire I'm considering getting that scouting party. and get the 15. I think it's fine. What else do I have going for me? Yeah, alternatively, I go get a little whatever. Oh no, it could work out. So I'm going to acquire the scouting party for 5, meaning I can't buy anything else really. And the acquire on that is teleport to an adjacent space, which I'll pick this up. Makes the dragon mad. Gonna get rid of this other stumble.
How do you do that?
Volcano.
Oh, a volcano.
And I think that's gonna be. Oh, I have 3 swords, which I'll just take care of. Another $1. Oh. How about this? I'll use the swords before I leave Mountain Ridge, because I don't think that affects anything. Because I have all the whatevers. And I want to buy. Not much of a rewind, but I'm going to buy the pickaxe. Oh no, money is left. That way I can get back easier. Alright, that's it.
Alright.
So I have artifact. I'm just as far along on that time rift as you are.
You've got to get the tome now.
Yeah, but that's just make sure I have 7 and I'm good. I had 7 that time. I could have. Well, I wouldn't be able to teleport down to the other one. I could have just walked to it next turn. That's actually what I should have done, but I didn't. Should have just took my time. Bought the thing in Mountain Ridge, bought the pickaxe, and next turn having 2 feet is probably more likely than having 7 recruit. But that's called things you think of after your turn's over.
Like, rats, why didn't I do that?
Well, it would have been a better move. But, just trying to move things along.
Ready?
Good. Yeah.
My dragon! Put the little cubes in the little bag.
Now I have, I think, 4 or 6 cubes in there. Not enough to kill me yet. What do we got?
4 cubes are coming.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
2 of you. You got your first one. Or not your first, but you were 1 position.
All right.
Stumbling. That's still a
back
thing.
in the back. Yeah.
All right.
And then I have 1 move.
Oh, basic turn over there.
So
Ooh, there's a thing there. What is that? Ooh.
More hearts.
That's a,
I'll go ahead and use that.
yeah.
Probably good.
Is that 2 hearts?
2 hearts.
Yeah, 2 hearts. For those big ones.
And I have 5 buying power.
Mm. 5, huh?
I'm
There's
going to take the sword
these 2 for. Ooh, the sword.
because I don't want to add Clank.
It's 3 points as well.
And there's stuff to fight.
There is. I can fight. Oh, I don't know if I clarified. The reason I only had to pay 6 is because I had that Burgle that gives me the discount. No one questioned it. You're like, oh yeah, just pay 6.
Oh, I
That's
wasn't
fine.
paying attention to your cost.
I wasn't paying
I didn't
attention
know
to
you.
my turn.
I didn't know you paid 6. I thought you got the 7th one. When
No.
you were, no. I got
No, I paid 6.
I forget that card's in there.
Yeah.
I noticed it when I got it, and I was like, but the markets aren't open.
Well, I was
But now the
reminded
markets are open. I haven't noticed if I got it.
because I drew it again. So I was like, oh yeah, I didn't actually say that. Won't be using it this time.
My turn, eh?
It is.
Oh, we gotta put this up first, and it's
Not a dragon. Briefcase of holding. Draw 2 cards for 5. Skill.
right.
You're going straight for that 30. Big one.
Well, I didn't have swords to go the other
It's a
way.
man on a mission over there.
That does nothing.
All right.
This does clank.
Stumbling.
But I have a synergy.
And
So-
no discard pile though. So it's whatever you see. So you can get rid of the stumble.
So wait, I still have to take this clank?
No,
but
no, you can put it in your play area and then don't activate the text till later. But it'll be gone by that time, so
So I could just put in one more clank
yeah, get rid of it.
and get rid of it. Okay. So
I think that's what we
away.
decided in one of the earlier
Yeah,
episodes.
away with the clank. Alright, so that's done. Then I got a mercenary and a burgle. So it's just 3 buying and 3 swords.
Well, that's $5 for you if you want it.
It is.
Sure wish I had my draw 3 card.
I'm going to defeat it and get $5.
There you go.
And then 5, 6, 7. Since I'm in a town, I'm gonna get myself one of those
Oh, you're
fancy,
going to market.
one of those fancy pickaxes. I
Pickaxe.
think so.
Boat or pickaxe. I mean, that's the traveling ones.
Yeah. I don't know.
There's also
if I
the
need
backpack or the
boat.
crown. With a heart.
I'm tempted to get the boat instead, depending on where I want to go.
Boat instead. Oh.
If I want to go to like the center thing.
Mm-hmm.
All the monsters over there by that volcano.
Yeah, the monsters are back.
Down.
Look down.
Should give me the boat.
The boat.
Yeah, I usually like the boat. The boat.
Anything else?
5, 6, 7.
You have 3 skill.
What's left? I have 3 skill. So that I'll get an explorer.
All right.
Alright, I have this 1 foot if I want to use it.
If you want to use it.
Yeah, why not?
Go in there. You picking that up? Oh, Dragon Angry. All right. We get to read. 129 from Finnegan.
Here's my foot I used.
What does Finnegan say about you doing what you did?
All I did was walk.
Shouldn't have walked. As you place your latest treasure into your traveling pack, the world lurches sideways. Finnegan's face appears in the air in front of you, but upside down and facing the wrong way.
Uh-oh.
You move in front of the illusion and tilt your head to listen, pausing only to tuck your new treasure safely into your pack. If you didn't notice, things suddenly looking even less stable than before. If this turns into a full-fledged time loop, you may never get out. You'll just be stuck here doing the same things forever. Maybe grab up a little more stuff for me to work with? A potential time loop sounds pretty serious, so put your treasure into your pack and prepare to set out in search of more loot.
Wait a second. Cubes? What cubes?
What are you talking about? Who said cubes?
I said cubes. What cubes?
I don't know. I'm just reading text.
Oh, I'll just...
All right.
Oh. Cat.
Oh, right. Yeah, I just haven't got to that. But yeah, that's right. Return 3 cubes.
Yes. Thank you.
For penny.
For penny, the cubes. Done. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Continue.
So, go to sticker page M. Oh, it's about to get interesting. Apply the additional rage track spaces to the end of the rage track over the Clank banner.
What? That's a lot of rage.
That's a lot of nuts.
Can we not do this mission now?
Why?
Too much rage. That's too many cubes.
It goes to
6 cubes.
It goes to 6.
More
Goes
rage.
to 6.
This one goes to 6.
All
Good
right.
bonus. That's good. More rage.
For the rest of this game, players can pick up and carry one additional artifact. So we all have backpacks all of a sudden.
Is somebody wasting money on that?
Well, I mean, that would mean a third one, right?
I guess.
So would it be wasting money?
I guess not.
Yeah. Check what it says on the back. For those adventurous types. You may pick up and carry an additional artifact. I would say that's 3. All right, let's continue. So that was middle of your turn.
I don't think I have anything more I can do. I spent my stuff on this here explorer.
Okay.
I fought the golem with my 3
Yeah, you're done.
swords. So yeah, I'm done. I used my little foot to move there to get that thing to.
You did.
So I'm done. Right.
Well, all of a sudden I have some
1,
incentive
2,
to
3, 4, 5.
go continue my explorer.
All right. Next card out is an event. If all players agree, remove a white cube from the bag. Otherwise, all players draw a card.
So if one of us stands out and says no,
So we're
then we
taking
all
that.
draw a card.
We're taking that white cube out of the bag. Y'all better
No.
Y'all better be getting that white cube out of this bag. I'm just saying. I don't like white cubes. That hurts everybody.
What do you want to do, Joe?
I'm looking at my cards here. I don't have that great.
I would like to get the cube out of the bag.
Cubes
So
out
I'm the only
bag.
one, which being the only one makes it more in my favor. But do I want to be a team player and get the white cube out? It's just this hand is I'm 1 skill away from buying a tome. So drawing a card could be everything. But I guess let's remove a white cube from the bag. Even though I barely have any red cubes in there. I
It's
probably
just
have about
white
6.
cubes hurt everybody, and they have to go back.
Fine. I'm a team player.
Wait.
I do have my spooky lantern, but I don't think this is in the spirit of the when a white cube is drawn.
Ronald's
right.
back.
Welcome back.
back.
So keep drawing. That was our event.
A dragon.
All right. We're drawing 5.
I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
That's not good.
It's going all right. We just got this extra stuff here. Yeah, we'll see.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, just a blue.
Okay, just the one me.
One turn to
For
return.
worse.
Okay, my turn. I needed 1 more to get a tome. I do have a Mystic Smoothie, which allows me to draw a card.
Hey, him over there.
But drawing 2 cards would have been better. Okay, whew, got it. So there I go. I have a bunch of feet, bunch of recruit. So I'll be able to do the thing, I think. Have an artifact, a tome in the discard player or play area. Which buying it would do that. Choose to make 5 Clank, end with a magic circle, which is Mountain Ridge. So I'm going to use my 1 foot, go to Mountain Ridge, get a coin. We are going to buy a mysterious tome. That leaves me with 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. I mean, I could get the fortune teller, but I'm not really into it.
I don't think that had a contract. That was from the person.
What?
He said, was that all from the past or did you get a new contract? No, I think that was from the what do they call those people?
The patron?
Yeah,
The
so I don't
patron
think, yeah, there's not a contract.
did this, yeah.
contract didn't come with that.
How's that cheating? Or are you asking if we're cheating? The answer to both is yes. All right.
No cheating's around.
So I got the mysterious tome. I used 1 foot. I don't think I'm going to use the other foot because I have to end my turn on a circle, a space with a magic circle, which is where I am now.
Ooh, so you make
So I
some
choose
Clank.
to make 5 Clank. It seems important.
He really is a team player. Yay!
Just
He
trying
made
to,
all the Clank.
this just gets me Associate Spotlight. I'm going to be so mad. It's like, I want more than that now. Associate Spotlight's just a name. For now. I don't know. Could be something bigger later. All right. I'm doing it. So, Time Rift. Let's repeat that. Have an artifact token. Check. To seal the Time Rift, one player must have an artifact token. Have a tome in their player or discard pile. Check. Choose to make 5 Clank. Check. And end their turn on a space with a magic circle, like this one here.
Check.
Check.
Oh, check. Check, 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 check.
All right, here we go.
Ooh, story time.
I beat you to it.
It was so close, too. I could have done it my next turn.
You perform the steps that Finnegan explained to you. Slowly, the time essence flows out of your assorted loot and into the circle. The ground falls away and the sky disappears, leaving you floating above an island in a river of time essence. And in the distance, you see the rest of the world. If you can close this gap, then you will rejoin the main timeline and be saved. You reach for the riverbank with your mind. Straining mightily, you pull your island back toward the shore, but the river refuses to go quietly. The glowing time essence roils and pitches as the space narrows. As the two masses rejoin, the river flows up over your head. You lose your grip and are swept away into the dark recesses of time.
Sploosh.
Oh boy.
That doesn't sound good.
It doesn't sound good. I earned the Associate Spotlight
Yay!
for Game X.
Congratulations.
Congratulations!
Destroy the Time Rift contract.
Destruction!
All right. Oh, and one small detail. I am taken off the board because I am taken outside of time. While I am outside of time, I cannot take damage. If any of my cubes are drawn from the bag, return them to my supply. Fetch card 176 from the cardtorium and keep it in front of you. Well then.
It's swept away.
See what this is about.
Right.
Beyond. You cannot take damage. If any of your cubes are drawn from the bag, return them to your supply at the start of your next turn. Have another player read 154. Well, great. That was the end of my turn, so let me draw back up and go ahead.
All right.
I have no idea what I'm going to do.
I'm not sure if I should. I got a monster here I got to run through and run back. And I have no swords.
I'm just gone.
Oh, to get the artifact.
Yeah, so I don't know whether to go back and just mull around and get the secret over here, or take the damage and then try to run back.
You could just mull around, I suppose.
I feel like I'm dead. I don't know.
No, you're just traveling through
I'm in the beyond,
time.
yeah.
Yeah, You're in the
I'm Matthew McConaughey.
essentially you're a bit
All right, I'm gonna go back. So I'll go 1.
You're leaving?
Oh wait, the forest. You can't get out of the
Oh, I
forest.
can't get out of the forest. That's right. Oh, should I take that?
Take the damage.
All right, I don't take the damage. Never mind. That's 1, and then back is 2.
Oh. You didn't have to take the second
Yeah, you don't
one.
have to take a second. Just stand there and just stay there.
Maybe you'll get a sword next time to leave. Unless you're just in a rush to get out. Oh, I see what you can end up in the forest this
Oh.
turn and then be able to move next turn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so 2 damage.
That's a tough choice there. But
Yeah. Yeah, I might as well be here because
Yeah.
now I can pick that up and see if not.
let's see if you regret that later. 2 cubes, please.
Probably.
Probably. But hey, I'm already gone, so.
Well, I was trying. I mean, I was gonna rush it because then I could have set myself up to do what you just did. But
Right.
and so I had,
Oh, you
I
were
have a-
ready too. Everyone was ready.
I had a
except
tome
Melissa.
from the beginning from the vault. So
You're right. Yeah.
I mean, I also could have bought one now.
Oh, it would have to be in your hand or discard pile.
Yeah. I mean, I could have bought one.
Oh, right. Yeah. But I went ahead and did it. For the good of the team. Oh, look at all that clank.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know what I was going to get if I was going to get one or not. But I was like, at some point, I should be able to be in a circle with that. So.
Worth an additional 3 if you have at least 8 feet icons on other cards in your deck.
Maybe. Who bought the broom?
I did.
That's 3.
And that's 6, right? So 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4, 6.
You're up to 6. If you have 2 other cards.
You've bought
Yeah.
Explorer. Well, that's
And I have the 2 that you start with. That I start with. So.
yeah. So that would give you 3 additional points plus the 5. So that's worth 8.
I don't know if I need. All right, I'll take that. I'll take the tome.
Yeah. Alternatively, you could just make your deck better. Yeah, we're not in a rush for tomes, but at the same time,
You have
that's probably 8 points for you. It's pretty good.
Well, I was thinking about getting a guy.
Coffin?
Yeah, because
Artifact, market item, and mug tokens. You have 1 point each.
I'm not worried about the point.
Plus, he's
I'm worried about getting back.
good point.
Oh, you with the feet.
Yeah.
Well, you got the broom, get coffin. Yeah, you'll have plenty of feet. The 4 spaces will
Because
still
I haven't
be an
made it
issue,
back.
but-
I didn't make it back last time.
Right. One of these games, you got to make it back.
And I'm the one that's up 5 right now. We're pulling.
Yeah,
We're pulling.
good point.
We didn't move him up, right? We didn't move him up for me taking the artifact.
Oh, he needs to go up. Artifact.
Right.
Artifact.
Good call.
Right, so, see count.
I'm gonna take the count. So that's 2 left over. I think that's all
1,
right.
2, 3. Dragon. Yeah.
Yeah, that's enough.
Right.
That is enough.
You draw.
All right. What do we get? Draw it up.
We have
Just got to move to Canada, Ronald.
the Merchant's Toll.
You can live
so
anywhere.
This game I have the Mercenary, which goes along with my little clock friend, who gives me a draw card. Okay, so I got a couple burgles here.
That's it.
I got the ring, but I don't have any clank out right now, so. And my cartographer. So I got 3 feet. Plus if I'm in a forest, I have a 4th foot. 1, 2, 3. Yep. I'm going to. Yes, that's what I want to do. 3, because then I'm only 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only 2 feet away from Destro. I'm trying to get to Destro.
Trying to do the stolen amulet.
Yep, so I can go confront.
I'm going to go do that first.
You're not even on the ball. How are you going to get there? All right, so with my 3 feet, I will move up 1 to South Ridge.
Mm-hmm.
I need
You can reach out.
a purple cube, please.
Purple cube.
Okay. That's 1 foot. 2 foot. I'll take the taller tower. Gives me. Ooh.
Heart potion.
Heart potion. That's good. That's good. So that's 2 feet. 3 feet will put me in the forest
Mm-hmm.
to heal 1. And my cartographer will allow me to move 1 more up.
Mm-hmm.
So next turn it won't be as tough to get to Deathstroke. Good. Now I've got 2 swords. So I'll fight the cultist for $1.
All right.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh.
Fun fact, Joe could have ignored damage with his interns. Oh, yeah.
How do you do that?
You just, you can avoid, that's one of the things interns can do.
I didn't know.
You didn't remember.
I didn't remember.
Because we barely
Yeah.
played with them. So, yeah, in the actions area, they do some things. That was one of their least coolest abilities, though, was just to take monster spots. Interns. Here we go. Nope. It's in the abilities area. Where is that? Interns.
I'm taking Gym Dark Magic with my 6. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Gym
5,
Dark
6.
Magic.
Because there's 1, 2, 3. That's my
There it
3
is.
sets, so that's points. Okay. So I'm taking him.
Sacrifice. You can also sacrifice 1 to prevent 1 damage from a Dran agent token or when moving along a path with a monster icon.
You can pretty much just take that 1 damage back and put an intern in instead. Does it just go in the dragon bag?
The sacrificed one goes to the dragon bag.
Yeah.
I'll allow it. I mean,
So do 1 or 2?
it's not game breaking. How many did you have on your turn? You had both?
Yeah, he had to go in, damage, come out, damage, so it was 2.
Yeah, that's right. You drew those
Sacrifice
from
2.
that minor thing
minor,
a long time
yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so 2, he gets 2 back.
All right, we'll allow a little
Yeah, thank you.
time reversal. You know, it fits with the theme. We have a good time. That's all.
I was sitting there
Yes.
thinking, I was like, I have no way to use these.
I got dog.
I complained because I don't have a
How'd you go?
card. I don't have the card, and I was like, I didn't pick the scouting party because I was like, we don't have.
Cash Liam just finished today. Great experience. Awesome.
Woohoo.
Yeah, we've got a few to go. You can guess which one we're on.
I just got some dark
Episode
magic.
X.
I think that's it for me. I used up my skills. I used on my feet. I used my sword for the cultist. And
All right.
Yep. I guess I might as well use this potion. I mean,
It's up to you.
only have 1 out there.
You might step on a heart or something.
Yeah, I'll save it for right now
Might
since I
not.
just have 1. We'll see. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So new card goes out.
It's a dragon attack.
It's a dragon attack.
All my
with a
cubes are going in.
ball.
I mean, not that I can take damage right now, but hopefully we draw 5 red cubes right now.
Yep.
Do it. Now's the time. Come on. Give out 5 red cubes. 5 red cubes. 1 of them. 2 blues. 1 yellow. A purple. And the red goes back to the supply. So not bad. Now,
Am I getting hurt?
at the start of my next turn, have another player read 154 to you.
154. Before reading this passage, have the player who is outside time suggest a plural noun and an adjective. Write them into the blank spaces in the passage below, then read it aloud to them.
Plural noun and an adjective?
Choose wisely.
It does say choose wisely?
No, I'm saying.
Oh, I was like, Last time it was just flavor text.
I'm saying
So let's go with monkeys.
monkeys.
Good choice.
Yeah, I think so. If I'm in a time warp, I might see some monkeys. And adjective?
Adjective.
Nostalgic. Again, time related.
When the time river crashes back into reality, you are in a strange landscape of metal and glass. Overhead, nostalgic platforms zip
Aw.
by in midair.
That reminds me of childhood.
One descends towards you, and it's piloted by Finnegan.
Oh, hi Finnegan.
Her passenger, a vaguely familiar woman, jumps off and approaches you. Inheretric Dran. I don't know how you got here, but I'm sending you back. Hold still. She pulls out a taunting pair of monkeys and strikes you on the head.
Ow! I got hit with a monkey.
And you are suddenly back in the river, pulled along by time.
Oh, okay.
You spend weeks, months, years
Mm.
bouncing forward and backward in time. Every reality more nostalgic.
Again? Nice.
When you finally find yourself back in a familiar place, you can barely believe it. Your coworkers, however, seem far less impressed. But what did you expect when you just abandoned an important mission for a whole hour?
Oh. It's gone for an hour. Okay.
Destroyed the Beyond contract.
Goodbye, Beyond.
Fetch card 181 from the Cardporium. Replace your current role with this one.
Oh. The current role. So this is a Chronofficer's Watch. So roll. You may trash this card to take another turn after this one.
Ooh.
That's pretty cool.
Amend your character to show your new role, which you have
Oh,
always
the charter.
had. Why did you even write that other stuff anyway?
Right.
Return the unused role card that you were holding onto for some unknown reason to the filing cabinet.
Fair. Do I have it? Oh, it's in my hand. Where does the new roll go? Just replace it?
Return your unused role card that you were holding onto for some unknown reason to the filing cabinet.
Where does the new one go?
Amend your, fetch the card, replace your current role card with this one.
I guess it'll go in my hand. That's where it was.
It just says
Replace-
replace your current role card with this one.
Okay. Can I see the pen? I was always a Cron officer.
Not anymore.
Oh, I was. All right.
Place your figure on the same space as any other player. If all other players are already off the clock, instead place yourself on HQ and immediately claim your mug token.
How adventurous do I want to be here? Very different. Considering one's at the top, one's at the bottom. I think we're going to join Joe.
Ooh.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, what's up? Where you been?
Yeah, you've been gone for an hour. What were you doing?
Living lifetimes.
You were getting hit by monkeys and thrown in a river.
Yep. I was feeling very nostalgic, so I decided to go for a stroll.
Yeah, you got hit by a pair of monkeys that struck you on the head.
Yep. All right. Anything else?
We destroyed the Beyond contract. We fetched card 181. We amended your charter. We returned the unused roll card to find the cabinet. We placed you with another player. And that didn't happen. Done.
Something didn't happen?
Well, the HQ
Oh, right,
thing.
right, yeah.
Because we're there on the board.
All right.
Zettersoul!
There we go. With that, we have no more GameX only contracts.
Until something might occur if we read a story.
I don't think so. I think that's
There's
it.
nothing else to read, is
Yeah.
there?
That's it.
Well, I'm fixing to go with that dude, but I don't think that'll be a game
That's not
next
part of
thing.
the,
Yeah.
that's not part of this.
Yeah.
That is interesting that we have to remember that we can carry 2 artifacts. There's not a card for it. That's the first time they've done that. That should have been a contract out there. But we'll just have to remember. Oh, it's my turn. Right. I forgot. I just started.
Wait, that's what that card said, like at the beginning of your.
Yeah, at the beginning of my turn, because I haven't had a turn yet. So I think I should start getting out of here, though, eventually, because I've got a lot of Clank in there now. So let's do that. I'm going to play this watch. This fancy watch I've had the whole time.
Ooh, fancy watch.
I've had it the whole time.
Oh, yeah, I've had the other thing.
I'm going to walk through these monsters and pick up this 20. The monsters will be fought off by necrosis. Let's make them more mad. Let's do a good berry pie.
Wait, why'd you make him mad? Necrosis?
Because I picked up another artifact.
Oh.
We're going to walk over here. I still do have the pickaxe. And this is going to be, ooh, one of these things.
Ooh, fancy.
Big points. I have another foot. I don't have another sword, but I'm not too worried about that.
What is that little symbol? I can't see.
That's Ronald fighting off the spammers.
Ah.
All right, I have a burgle and a sidestep, so I do have another step I can do. I think I am going to use it. I'll take the damage from the monster. I'm going to go north. And this guy's going to go in the bag. And for that, I can get skill or I can get the coins. What would 5 skill get me? That would put me into a good place. Yeah. Yeah, Lemonelli, that's what I'm thinking is, I mean, the good berry pie and the necrosis are definitely going away.
Yeah.
So I'm going to good berry pie, trash it to get a heart. If I got a heart this turn, I trash this card. So that's coming back. The other 2, I'm just going to take the coins, I think. Actually, I don't know. 5 is good. Merchant's Tome? That's worth 1 for each gem and tome. Or the draw 2 cards, briefcase of holding. That's worth a point.
1 point.
1 point, but this is currently, we're going to be worth, what, 2 points? Let's go with the briefcase. I think it'll be
Drawing
good.
cards is good. I like to draw cards.
So Lemonelli thinks I should go for another turn right now. Trash this card to take another turn after this one. It's not like I need the card. That's true. Am I in a position?
It's not worth any points.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm trying to leave, so it's not a
Yeah.
bad idea.
Yeah,
You just go.
trash it. And
I agree with your decision. I'm trashing it. After I draw up, we gotta still make the row, right?
yeah.
So I am on my way out. And what is the best way to do that?
I just want to go confront that Duke. I'm gonna give him a piece of my mind.
You do that. I'm going to draw up. Let's replenish.
Tis a dragon.
All right, let's handle that attack and we'll continue. It's a pretty good hand. I think I'm pretty happy with the decision that was made.
1,
6.
2, 3,
That's one for me.
4, 5, 6.
More for me. Yeah. Oh,
not
just
bad.
me. Just 2 for me. Okay. That's really a sign that I got to get out of here. So I'm going to, first off, Mystic Smoothie to draw a card. That's going to be a tome. That's not going to do anything for me. Let's go with what's around here that I need. Let's plan the path first. Okay, I'm getting a path. I mean, I don't have any feet.
No feet.
That's the issue with this hand is I have no feet. I do have a scouting party that can move me. It doesn't give me feet though. Yeah, I got an intern somewhere here. One. Had since like the beginning.
So you can move, what, one space or something with the intern?
Yes. I have some swords. That'll give me some money at least. All right, so
Do you have to use the swords to go over the monster if you're teleporting? With the intern, that is?
no, I wouldn't. I don't know if I'm going to use that scouting party because I could use that teleport at a key time, and this isn't it, in my opinion. So I have 4, 5, 6, 7 recruit. I think the tome's coming home with me.
Oh, yeah.
Joe left it for me. Because otherwise, I mean, none of these are worth as much. I'm on my way out. It makes sense. Although, if I had 9, I think I would have picked up those two, but I'd rather not make the clank. Tome it is. For my swords, I think I'm just going to take care of the cultist once. And that's it. Everything else, trash a card in your play area or discard pile. Let's trash.
I guess trash on the
Oh, I could expel my mystic fruit for a heart. This might be a good time to do it. Gonna do that. Gonna store it outside of my thing now. Let's trash the burgle. That's it.
Right. Jules.
I got the clink.
Trash cards are still counted at the end of the game, right? Pretty sure they are. If not, my decision will change. And that would change a lot of our other end games,
I'm
probably.
gonna
No, I've
move
never
up
counted
here
trash cards.
and take on this guy.
Well, you never trashed valuable things.
And I get a heal,
Heal and 2 interns.
2 interns.
2 interns
And a heal.
and a heal. There you go. I think I would like inscription. Oh. Consider that when it was on sale.
And I have 3. And there's nothing to buy for 3. I just want to explore something. Yeah, I'll take an explore.
Looks like it's my turn now. Alright.
It says awarded by cards in their deck, including their hand and discard pile. So I guess trash cards would not. It's really the first time I had to discard anything of value. So let's discard something different. Discard this energy, I guess. Yeah. Has no value. Alright.
What a dumb hand I have. Burgle that doesn't have anything fancy on the bottom. A tome I can't do anything with. 2 mercenaries where there's no monsters to fight. And 1 foot, not 2, so I can't get Destroth. So I'm just gonna go back to the forest to get a heal.
Oh gosh. Now you need 3 feet.
And I'm gonna use this.
Wait, you have a boat, don't you? You can go to Visragon and get a major secret. Don't let me tell you what to do. That's still going to be 3 feet.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get the heals right now.
All right.
Alright, this other heal, might as well use that right now while I'm at it.
There we go.
A lot of monies. I'm gonna get 2 monies for the cultist. Sword. That's that. And then I have 1, 2, 3. Does me no good. So I'll just take an explorer for defeat. Alright.
Right here.
Time roller!
Oh, I have Time Roller playing on the other computer behind me.
Hey, time roller! Hey, legends!
Thank you for the raid.
Thanks for the raid!
Hi, Time Roller.
Good to
Welcome.
see ya!
If you were planning on playing Clank Legacy or really just don't want to be spoiled by Clank Legacy, that's what we're playing, Clank Legacy. We are on episode, not going to say, because maybe you don't want to hear it.
Spoiler!
But yeah. Welcome.
Welcome to Clank
Legacy.
Alright, I didn't buy anything for the row, so good to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
When does Barkskin Boots show up?
Just this last time around
When-
when the
There's a dragon icon on it. We drew for that?
We
Or
did-
is that what triggered it?
That's what we did.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
yeah. And I only had 3, otherwise I
Oh,
would have
Rise
bought
of
it.
an Empire. My number 1 for 2021. Oh, what kind of game is that? Probably shouldn't watch this. I agree, Legends, but we'll see you on Wednesday. Where we play non-spoiler games. I mean, you knew the board was going to look something like that, but no details have been leaked, so you're all right. All right. Possible spoilers starting now. My turn, right?
Yes. Yes, your turn.
All right, well, I have 2 feet. I have 5 skill. Let's walk up. Oh, gosh, I'm going to take some damage here. No swords. Oop. Monster, don't hurt me. I have money. Oh, I do have that intern cube. It's kind of saving for that teleport. I'm just going to take the damage. Ow. Choose one for me.
The middle.
The middle. Heart potion. I'll use it. Always seems to work out that way, doesn't it?
That monster didn't hurt you so bad.
I'm up here, taking on the rune.
What you gonna get?
Skill. So I have a total of 7 skill now for a
Ooh.
mysterious tome.
Next one came out, worth an additional 3 points if you have at least 10 sword icons on other
Oh my
cards in your
gosh.
deck.
I definitely don't have that.
I think I've gotten a lot of swords this time around, but I don't think I got 10.
I have 7, I think.
I mean, last minute you just buy a bunch of mercenaries and probably get there. All right. 1, 2, nothing to replenish, so go ahead, Joe.
Okay. So I get the stump.
I'm going to miss my occult thing. Sure, I get an extra turn here and there, but I drew so many cards off of that card.
I get to take a minor secret.
I miss
I'll
it.
take the closest to me.
Closest to you.
And what is it?
Ooh,
2 swords.
Swords.
Okay. And I got a sidestep, and I got my broom,
Ooh,
and I got my mercenary. So I'm going to go 1, 2. I'm going to pick this up. And I'll go back 3, and
One stack
4,
now.
and I get a card.
Yep. And all the monsters were taken care of by the swords.
And I have 2 buying power.
Same old around here.
Um,
I'm going to do it next turn.
But that's a 3.
oh, that's a 3. Oh, that's right. That's a 2. Okay, that I can do it. So 1, 2.
Right. I forgot I've always had the watch. I never had that other thing. I've just always been envious of the person who
You were
did
like, felt around in your pocket. You're like, ah, I swear I put that.
That's right, I forgot. Yeah, I've just always liked that item. I don't know why. Something about just admiring it from a distance.
For true nostalgia, it should have been a pocket watch.
Why?
You know, it's older and nostalgic.
It's only nostalgic if you had a pocket watch. All right.
My turn.
It is. We haven't been buying much off the line.
Nope. All right. I have my clockwork friend. He's back.
Let me guess. You have a companion.
I do have a companion. I have 2 companions.
Uh-huh.
I have Jim Dark Magic and the Town Guard.
Oh, it counts. Draw a card.
Yep, draw a card.
So you have 1 foot. What's your plans?
If I walked back in town, I could draw another card. Them even farther away from this draw. Just move me up.
Up.
Yep, that's my 1 foot. I'm not in a town, so I'm going to draw another card. If you have a tome in your player or discard pile, I do not, so I do not get all the swords. So that one, so that's a, did the foot, did the, I have 1 sword, that doesn't do me anything. I have these 3 burgles. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Got the tome if you want it. Or an emerald and something else, or so many choices.
I'm taking the mysterious tome.
All right.
That's all. That is all.
Well, nothing else was taken from the road, so I can go ahead and go. Briefcase of holding, draw 2 cards. Mystic Smoothie, draw a card. Didn't draw all that much. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 recruit. That's good enough for another one of these things. Anything else on these cards? No.
Phew.
Just the symbols.
Confrontations.
Worth additional 3 if you have 3 or more market items. Well, bummer. Not yet. Because I have 1 gold. I haven't been making much gold this time. We also have a sidestep here. So it's all symbols. I have a tome. 7 recruit. I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up just getting a tome. My 2 steps. Let's see what happens from the 2 steps first. We're going to go through the mountains since I have the pickaxe. 1, 2. I'm going to get this, which is a heart potion. Let's go ahead and use it. Because I got a feeling I'm going to get beat up. 2 swords. Kill the cultist, because, yeah. And tome.
I have a sinking feeling that I haven't been using my synergy as many times, but I haven't seen my synergy.
There might be another game here where we all get
So
back.
weird.
Maybe. Of course, 6 drawn is pretty heavy, but we haven't been drawing them. And go ahead.
Okay. I have 1 movement, so I'll move to Fitzgerald or whatever and get the major,
What is it?
the dark.
Great.
All
Melissa
this
and I
for
get
us.
3 clank. And you get, what, 3 points? Yeah. Pretty cool.
And then I have 6,
You're into that.
6 buying power.
Mm.
And so I can't buy a tome, so I'm going to take the...
Emerald, 2 clank.
2 clank.
Yeah, we're going all out on clank now. We're just noisy.
So much rage, so much clank. Clankety clankety clank. Clank, clank, clank.
All right. Let's see what we get. Dragon attack probably.
I do for one. Ain't it always the way?
Huge stack of cards, so could be anything.
Oh, it's not. It's just a.
all players get +1 clank. So it will be bad, but it's not bad yet.
All right, my turn.
Tis.
And then they will all come together. All right. For my next trick, -2 clank. nothing with the tome.
Joe's going to put up a fight here. He's got some expensive artifacts.
I got myself.
I've been buying 5-point books like every
Fair.
turn.
Yeah, I've been trying to.
I got myself 2 sets of little mercenaries
These
and
tiny Dollar Tree containers. Oh, yeah. Yeah, these little things.
I have 2 feet. I'm going to Destroth. I'm confronting that Duke. I'm gonna ask him what's what.
Oh, I was going to do that. So, yeah, you have the 5 recruit, huh?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna ask him.
All right, 2 feet.
I'm gonna defeat this monstery guy
All right, you also get one of
and
these.
the cultist.
Give
Because
them
I got
$4.
Yeah, so I get $4. I'm gonna take a 5 and send back 1. He's gone. And I got 2 interns.
That's exactly how many are left.
I'll take them.
All right. So you are spending 5 to confront
Yep,
the Duke.
all that I got.
It's the middle of your turn. Your turn's not over. It doesn't have to end here.
I think I will into there. I got no
Yeah,
more
probably.
feet.
I'm just letting you know.
Unless he gives me feet.
All right, here we go.
All right.
You carefully mention the vampire you met. Just confirming. This is Destronoth, 169. Yeah. You carefully mention the vampire you met and his stolen amulet to Duke Destrin. His mouth curls into a grin, forced smile. A smile that is toothier than you remember.
Toothier. Oh, no.
No sense in denying it, I suppose. Yes, I stole the amulet. He deserved that and much worse. He made vampirism sound glamorous and powerful, and neglected to mention any of the downsides. Honestly, do you know how hard it is to invade people when they have to invite you first? I only had fallen to my brother instead. If only this had fallen to my brother instead, he would have at least enjoyed it. His only ambition has ever been to brood in his room, acting dramatic.
Oh.
But now, instead of ruling the entire country, I hide in this castle, lest some self-proclaimed slayer looking for glory. Like you.
No, me?
Are you here to make a name for yourself?
Yes.
Or perhaps you would like to help me instead and
No.
rid the world of that monster for good.
Help to you.
Take a major secret.
Ooh. I got $5.
Oh, you just said, here, take $5.
Thank you. I will.
Okay.
She found it on the floor.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, money.
Destroy the stolen amulet.
Destruction.
Choose your next move.
Choose my next move.
Yep. Here we go.
Oh, it's giving like where am I going?
If you want to negotiate for the amulet, reveal and discard the top card of your deck. And that will change what the outcome is.
Okay.
If you want to fight the Duke and take the amulet, fetch card 129 from the cardporium and place it in the contracts row. If you offer to kill the Elder Vampire, fetch 143 from the cardporium and put that in the contracts row. So if you want to negotiate, here's how that's going to work. If you have a Necrosis hand in your hand or discard pile, you're going to read a certain passage. Otherwise, if you've discarded a Stumble, Burgle, or Sidestep, that's one passage. Or if you discard any other card, that's a different passage.
I don't know if I want to negotiate with this person, nor do I want to help him hurt somebody else. But I don't know.
Is there
if
none of the above then?
Well, there's the thing you can
I
like,
abstain.
fight. You can like fight with them, but I don't know if I have enough swords for that. I mean, I
She spent so long to get
The other guy
Yeah.
is the Elder Vampire. That's true. So you want a contract to kill the vampire, possibly, or a contract to fight the Duke? Or negotiate.
I ain't negotiating with nobodies.
Okay, so the negotiation's out. So which contract do you want?
Fight.
So if you want to fight the Duke
Fight,
and take
fight,
the amulet,
fight.
fetch card 129. That's what it is.
Fight! He's gonna have us a fight.
She chose that.
There you go.
Ronald's like, not my queen. Ellie like, hooray!
All right, Vampire Hunter. Player who ends their turn at Destronauts may spend 4 swords and read this.
I already spent my swords, though.
That's a shame.
Like,
That's new information. No take backsies on that. If you hadn't, you could have done it.
I'll just have to stay there until I have 4 swords. I have more sword people.
True. Yep, there's always next turn.
Because it's in my turn anyway. I'm not moving, so I'll be
He's
there.
like, what's your decision? You're like, wait, I got some people
Yeah.
coming.
Let me
They're
think
gonna
about
have
this a
me.
sec. You mind if I wait in here
There's
for you?
guys.
Yep. All right.
Has anybody shown up here with 4 swords?
Looking for a man with 4 swords.
I'm done for right now.
Well, you both did things that I wanted to do. I wanted to go to either the Fitzgerald or Destronauts.
4, 5.
Both are taken. So,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Drawing back up. See what happens. All players get +1 Clank.
again.
Town guard says so.
All right.
Town guard has spoken.
I don't have a great hand. I have 6 recruit
Oh, rats.
and a tome. I could scouting party and
towels.
teleport to Destronath just to get over the hump. I gotta explore, so I could take a damage and just walk there. I think I might just do that. I'll just take a damage. I'm at 1. I know I got lots of cubes there, though.
Gonna fight.
I get one of these. No, I don't fight. I can destroy a card. Or at the end, I can destroy a card. Which is now. And I'll just take a regular burgle out. With my 6, I'm going to buy... I feel like the Merchant's Stone is pretty good at this point. For me. It's worth at least 4, which I'll avoid the Clank. When to... I'm over the line.
Rats and bah humbug.
That's success right there.
This hand stinks.
All right, replenish. The row. Dragon. Of course. Lots of stuff going in, which is great for me. Except that some of them are mine. Let's see how bad it is. 6 of them are being drawn. No one's dying. So that's something. Is that loud? It seems loud.
Lots of shaking. Lots of clank. Makes lots of noise.
True.
1,
Not bad. Okay.
2,
You know how crinkling and stuff can be like super loud but not in person?
4. Here's 4 of them. Hiya!
So 2 reds, a purple, and a yellow.
5, 6.
And more purples and black. Okay, not bad. Joe and I are sitting at 4. Melissa at 1. More interns have entered. It make you cringe. All right. That's good.
All right.
Gotta not cringe.
I'll put some more clink in there.
More clank.
Oh, lovely. Oh, Stumble's still a thing?
Yep. For me,
Wow.
Ooh, look at all them feet.
I got 5 feet. So I'm going to move up to the island up there.
Ooh,
You're
and read
moving
the
up
book.
to the island up there. Wait, how many feet? Oh my gosh, so many feet.
1,
And you have the
2,
boat,
3,
yeah.
4.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Joe's curious about that 42 up there.
Ooh.
Don't teleport me somewhere.
Teleport down to the bottom.
Go to the,
Like, no!
teleport to the most expensive artifact space.
It's probably going to be something a little simple. I mean, I don't know.
Well, this has been on there for a while, but nobody's ever had the boat
Yes.
and the
Yeah.
time to get it. So
All right, here we go. The rush of the waterfall must have covered your footsteps because the elven man on the riverbank seems shocked to see you. He quickly throws a blanket over the contents of his small boat and draws a short sword, which he then sheathes once you explain you are not here to rob him. It's so hard to make an honest living these days, you know? But at least business is good. In fact, if you have a little time on your hands to help me make my deliveries, you won't regret it. Fetch card 60 from the Cardporium. Acquire it. If you have a canoe, put the card on top of your deck instead of in your discard pile. I'll show a close-up of it though. So, found this River Trader. If you have a canoe, take a minor secret. Costs 3, 2 feet. Oh, a bad little card. What is that? I own most of the things I sell. It's about half. Can I be honest with you? Okay, it's all stolen. There you go.
So that goes on the.
That goes, because you have a canoe, put it on top of your deck instead of your
How
discard
else
pile.
would you have got? Oh, I guess you could have teleported there or something.
Yeah, teleport.
You may give this card a name.
Oh, sneaky. Oh, there's a sneaky trader.
There it is. Sneaky.
Sneaky.
If you want. Sticker sheet D, please. Got to cover up that 42.
Who's that sneaky trader? He steals his stuff.
So we're going to be placing a major secret sticker, but we don't put the major secret down this game. And you gain $5.
$5.
AKA 5 points, which is pretty good.
Here's your $5. And that sneaky trader.
All right. Do you have any feet left?
1 foot.
1 foot left.
1 foot left. I guess you can get the
Go back.
major secret.
Oh, the
Yeah, I'll go down and get
Or
it.
start heading back. Yeah.
I get it.
Major secret?
Yep.
Major secret. Got this.
I think that's a good choice. I don't even know what it is, but it could be good.
$5.
That's 5
5
points.
more bucks?
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know who's going to win this game.
I haven't gotten many points outside of cards. I don't know. My part's not with bad.
It's a tough one. All right.
Need the other pin. No, it's not.
I got it.
Oh.
That's several.
So sometimes our games go to like, what, 10:30 or something like that? We're way ahead of time on this one. Ahead of time.
Speeding through that time.
Yeah. Because I got a feeling we're all going to exit soon. Although we're not threatened, maybe we're going to hang out, try to get as many points as we can. I don't know. I don't know. Wait and see.
And I only have 3 buying power.
Oh. Yeah. You do.
I guess I could take the 10 guard, but that's for a point.
Well, Sapphire. Oh, wait, you said 3?
Yeah, 3. Yeah, there's nothing.
You want Town Guard?
I'll take it just for a point.
Could be another attack.
Oh, more attack.
You want me to stop? It doesn't stop you all from.
No, it doesn't. No.
Yeah.
All right. Well, draw up and
Yeah, sneaky.
let's get attacked again.
Yay.
Let's get attacked.
Next card is. Oh, it's Gimlia,
Gimlia.
the Dwarven Miner Companion.
Right. Okay.
Not bad.
So Melissa.
Well, I only got 3 swords.
3 swords.
Which,
Oh, right. You were trying to fight the guy. I was like, why do you need swords? Oh, yeah.
Which I'm going to use my synergy to trash this burgle over here.
Sure.
Trashed. I have this sinking feeling that I've forgotten that at some point in time, but I've tried to keep up. I'm just sure I've missed
I'm
one.
sure it's fine.
All right, I have 2 feet, but I really don't want to have to move too far away from death draw, so I'm just going to move down 1 and move back up 1 just so I can get that minor secret.
You doing what?
I'm going to move down 1 and move back up 1
Okay.
using my swords for the monster.
Secret.
So 1 minor secret for me.
Now, once you look at these, that's a confirmed
Yep,
turn.
yep.
Okay.
Wait, I don't get it twice. I'm just going
You're going
there.
down? Yeah, but Deshnoth has one on one.
Oh, that's not
You
how
haven't collected. So Do that one first. That's your one in the south.
Oh.
See, things might change now.
What'd you get?
So she's here.
Story.
A story has just occurred. 35.
Ooh.
So yeah, things might change. Who knows? That's legacy games.
And I've used this sword, so I still have 2 swords and 1 foot. I've used 1 foot and 1 sword, so I have 1
All
foot
right.
and 2 swords left. Just keeping up. And the tome doesn't do anything.
So you're walking along, minding your business, when an arrow flies out of nowhere and buries itself in a tree not 3 feet away. You dive for cover, and no further attack comes. Instead, you notice that a parchment is tied to the arrow. A message. It reads, "We have captured your friend. If you want to see them alive again, you must follow these instructions to the letter. You have 1 day's time.
1 day?
Fetch card 182. Captured your friend.
My friend.
I wonder who it was. You have friends?
I have friends. I do. Wait, what?
All right. Your friend's been captured. Hostage negotiations. When a player who ends their turn on a secret space. Oh, a minor secret. May spend 10 or may spend 10 skill. 10 coins or 10 skill to read 2 different things. If the game ends first, read the other thing.
So what do you have to be on?
Secret space. Any place with a secret major, minor, whatever. But I'm not done yet.
Oh.
Reveal cards from the adventure deck until you reveal a companion card that costs 4 or less. Place that card underneath the hostage negotiations. Shuffle the other cards back into the deck. All right, reveal the top card.
Top card where?
This.
Oh, this one.
Pretty much what I just said. That's not a companion. Keep going.
Discard it.
No, just set it aside.
Oh.
You're going to shuffle those back in. Companion
Companion.
that costs 3 or less. Yep. The consultant has been captured.
No!
Oh, no.
consultant!
The consultant is captured. So someone's got to spend either 10 skill or 10 gold to get him out.
I'm not surprised.
Travis, the consultant, has been captured. All right.
So
shuffle the other ones back into the deck. Destroy the minor secret. And take another minor secret. So you get this instead of the 35. So get compensated for it.
Alright, so this one gets destroyed.
That 35 is dead to us. It's gone. Oh yeah, it's definitely gone now.
Gone.
Super
gone.
gone.
It's so gone.
But you get this one to replace it. Now if you choose to go back up north, you get another one. I completely forgot about that.
Right. I take this.
It's a foot. All right. Does that change your moves?
Not really. I'll just save it for later. I don't really need the moves right now. I need swords
To kill the vampire?
to kill the vampire. But I
I'm
only
right
have,
here too. I could kill the vampire.
But you
I
can
only
move
have
up and
2
you can
swords.
free the guy. For money.
Yeah. I do have that. I have the money.
You can do that right now. You're in a secret space.
Yeah, because I
Do you
used.
really want to spend 10 points and free the consultant?
Oh, I mean, doesn't it do something? Get you a story. I mean, it might give you something good.
Maybe you get the consultant.
Is that worth 10 points?
Not really, but I mean, I just
Let 'em
want to.
die.
I just want to see the story.
Okay. Well,
Tell me something good.
I mean, you still
Okay,
have your turn. So
I used 1 foot to go down and 1
you have to
sword
end
to
your
do the
turn on the
monster and
secret
this.
space.
I have a foot.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to move back up, please.
North?
Yep.
All right. That's Deshanath. You get one of these.
Okay. And I used a sword to get through the monster, so now I just have 1 sword left. So
Mhm.
that doesn't do anything.
No gremlins. So
An egg!
an egg. He can't go up anymore. So you just get 3 points. That's pretty good.
2 eggs. I'm a
That's
egg
6
stealing
points.
thief. All right.
Jenna, birthday tomorrow.
Jenna!
Cool deal.
Happy birthday!
Yes, yes. Happy birthday. Congrats on your name change. Oh, the Power Rangers are dead, I guess.
Oh no.
All right. What you gonna do? You
Was
got
it
4
is
recruits.
10 gold or 10 skill? Is that what
10
it is?
skill or 10 gold.
Have we
They
ever
read
had
different
this?
things.
Has anybody ever had 10 skill on that?
No. Well, no, I've had like 11
Hey,
or
take,
Yeah.
take this intern for that monster, and I'll have two swords, and I'm gonna use Laminelli's suggestion about I'm gonna take out this mimic and draw 2 cards and see what happens.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna use these 2 swords, take out this guy,
Sure.
draw 2 cards. I mean, could be bupkis, could be good.
2 stumbles. well,
That would be my luck.
you don't have
I don't,
any- you
I don't think I
to-
have any stumbles left.
It's a merc. Doesn't really help you. So you have 2 skill, 2 swords that are unused, plus all the other skill.
Use those. Use that one. So still 2 swords, so I'm just gonna use on the cultist. Take 1 buck. And then I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
What you want to do?
I ain't taking this. No +1 clanks for me. No thanks. I'm gonna take this here. Well, that's a +2 clank as well, but it's not an ongoing. It's just one
True.
time.
It's points.
Yeah.
Honestly, everything out here is points. They all have at least 1 point.
I'm taking these 2. The Maul and the Gimlia.
Okay.
That's 6. 4, 5, 6.
All right.
4, 5, 6. All right, I would like to do that thing.
You're spending $10?
I'm gonna do it.
Wow. Hostage negotiations going on right now.
$10. Release my friend.
Maybe. So you're paying the money. All right.
I paid it. I
You're
paid
paying the
money.
ransom. Wow. You negotiated with some terrorists. Should have broke them out.
It's probably the gremlins again.
Yeah.
I want my friend
You
back.
could probably just throw
See,
them
now
one
that
gold.
they know you have money, so they're going to come back for even more.
I tell him I don't got no more. Give all
Here we
that.
go. Do you spend the $10?
Yep, I spent it.
Someone witnessed that? All right.
Yep.
50 yards away, 2 cloaked figures stand flanking your friend. You toss a bag of coins on the ground. They approach slowly, and when one stoops down to pick up the bag, you dart forward to snatch the hostage away. You give your friend a quick once-over to ensure they're unharmed, but by the time you look up again, the cloaked figures are gone. Thank you so much for coming for me. For what it's worth, I managed to swipe some stuff from these brigands while I was in their camp. Please take it, and you have my gratitude. You get a check mark of grudging approval.
Yay! Check mark of grudging approval.
And that's it. I'm kidding.
Like, what? That's all I get.
No, you get 2 mysterious tomes.
Oh, 2 mysterious tomes. That's
Yes,
10 points. That
yes,
makes up for my money.
Exactly. Plus potentially
Oh, yeah.
even more. In fact, that is more. If there are 3 white cubes in the bag, you get 3 extra points.
There might be. I know we took 1 out.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's 3.
But we took 1 out.
Oh, we took 1 out. Well, you should have let us all draw a card at that point. That's got to be taken care of if you want 3 in there.
Oh, I get another one, right?
Yep. What's that?
6 companions.
I
don't
think
got
you might
yet.
have that. And the next one up is 3 if you have any unexpended mystic fruit. Well, that's not me.
There we go. I got 2 tomes. So
That worked
made it
out for
my
you. You did the
money.
right thing.
Yay! I saved the
Sticker
friend.
sheet. A.
Saved our buddy pal.
He's getting an insignia.
Yeah, he's getting a. Hey, just like the other consultant we had.
Oh, yay!
He's getting a sticker. There you go. Acquire that card. Add to your hand for the next turn. Draw 2 additional cards in your hand for next turn. I'd say that was worth it.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
See, I did a nice good thing. Yay!
All of these are too nice.
All right, so I throw this. This is done. This is all done stuff. Donezo. So it said I get this in my hand. This is already in my
Yeah,
hand for next
plus-
turn.
Plus
I
2
draw,
more cards.
7 cards.
Yeah,
plus I draw 7 instead of 5. Okay.
correct. Yeah.
Wow.
1,
Pretty good. Wish I would have done it.
Yeah,
I'm
that's-
broke.
Yeah. Well, that all happened and resolved
same turn,
the
yeah.
same, yeah. So.
Oh, did it say destroy hostage negotiations?
I think.
I mean, it should. I just don't recall reading it. Destroy it. Yeah. I'll leave that to you. Yeah, I'll do it.
3, 4, 5, 6,
Wow.
7.
Like, pay us 10 gold. You're like, okay. And end the story. Surprised you had time to steal all that loot.
Okay, that'll work out. Not bad.
Replenish that row. Let's get some dragon attacks going.
Dragon and
Ooh,
pulling.
it's going to be 7 cubes
7
pulled
cubes.
because of the rival adventure.
Oh no.
No.
That could kill
Crow
either
runt.
of us.
Yep.
And
Same.
the horse.
All right, 7 cubes being pulled, plus these 2 yellow ones.
7 cubes.
The likelihood of one of us dying is so slim, he said before they died.
Back in the- I'm pulling 7 cubes.
Yeah,
6 for this, and
7
then,
cubes, yes. It's gonna be scary. It's gonna be scary. Come on, 7 interns.
Does it really mix them up?
No.
She just
No, she's just making sure there's 2 yellows.
they just
on
bang
top.
together. They don't move. They don't cross.
I try to jiggle them around while I...
Yeah, sure.
Sure. And then you reach into the secret pocket.
Yeah. You only have 1 blue cube out here.
1, 2,
All right.
3, 4,
Mm-hmm.
We're not dying. So.
Yeah, we're not dying.
5, 6,
Uh-huh.
7.
Ooh,
Oh,
we
that's
all
everybody.
take damage.
That goes back in. And this goes back in the back.
Yep. All right. So blue took a damage from the white, plus drew 1. Same with yellow. I just took a damage. 2 black go here. 2 interns back in the thing. Now it's my turn. Mystic Smoothie. Drawing. Drawing 2 cards. Briefcase of holding. 2 mysterious tomes. I'm just going to put in the discard pile. I've got some feet going. Start working my way home, because honestly, you all took all the cool stuff out here. Yeah, I didn't have a great draw. I have a total of 6 skill, 3 feet. 6 skill, 3 feet. Well, I feel like I should go ahead and just head home. Things are risky right now, so forget about this vampire hunter stuff. I'll leave that for you. I'm going 1, 2, 3. And 6 recruit. I think Sapphire's coming home with me.
We'll see how this goes.
Sapphire's coming home with me. Fortune Teller's coming home with me.
Oh, dragon.
And I guess the Deep Crow Runt. I mean, it's not going to help me, but why not?
Dragon.
Not my problem. Well, it could be my problem, but I don't know. Yeah, that's not going to matter. 3, 4, 5.
Let's see what happens. We have a recruiter.
Mm-hmm.
We have an event. If all players agree, everyone loses $1. Then discard this card.
Agreed.
Otherwise, destroy this.
Agreed.
Everyone loses $1. Agree.
We all got the free dragon dollar. It's fine.
Yep, free dragon dollar. All right, so that's discarded. Next card up is another event. Each player who reveals a foot from their hand gets $1. If any player don't, execute a 2-cube dragon attack.
Well, see, the thing about feet is I don't have any.
Ah, you and your no feet.
I
Now it
simply
says
don't.
if any player don't,
If any players don't. right? Players don't.
If any player don't.
If any player don't do.
We gotta execute this tier 2 cube.
It's just 2.
You say just 2 and watch.
Come on, 2 blue. 2 blue.
See, that's... One, 2.
Yellow and blue. Yes. Excellent.
Next card.
Recruiter arrived text. Oh, right. +1 for,
we
each player
take
take
an
an
intern.
intern, but also we need to pull 1 more for that dragon attack.
Oh, because that was a 2 dragon.
It was a dragon attack.
So here's
There
that.
you go.
Are interns worth anything?
Ah!
Yeah.
I'm not liking this one
They're not
bit.
worth anything.
Lord of mercy is the one out. Out. Get me out.
But you can use them to walk through those monsters.
Yep. You gotta finish.
I know. I don't want none. Too scary. Okay, a smuggler.
Okay.
And a
Try
dragon.
it. All right.
Oh, I don't like
Alright.
this.
It's my turn.
Yep. Getting too scary around here.
I'll be your beat. Entertain.
Entertain. He says entertain Rudolph. We'll just wait. Nice, quiet,
All right.
patient. Because
I got Sneaky the Trader. So I have a canoe, I get a minor secret.
right. Oh, these are the only ones left.
Yep.
Oh goodness, we've taken a lot of minor secrets.
And I got
Another egg.
this tome, so I got another minor secret.
Another one. Oh, get this. Oh, a foot.
And I have enough. I got all kind of feet.
At 4, 5 feet with your potion. And you can use those
Oh, I can go.
interns
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
and your.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go 4 to get to the town. And I'll buy a crown.
Okay, so you'll be 1,
Yep.
2, 3.
Now I can go up to the
But there's this forest in the way.
No, I go up. I go up to where he is,
Mm-hmm.
and then up to our base, and then over to the prancing pony.
Oh, so once you get to this base, you don't have to like leave.
I don't think so.
Oh, I've never like gone to the base and not just left.
Well, there's no way for you to get over. Isn't it? I don't know.
It's going down.
Once you go to the clubhouse, do you have to stop, or
Yeah,
can you go
like
to the
if
prancing
you-
pony? I thought we played it where we've
Once you
been
get-
to the prancing pony before.
Once you get to go, do you have to just leave, or
No,
can
I
you
don't
like?
think so.
Yeah, Ronald says I thought
Yeah.
you have to leave if you go to the inn.
Let's see. Oh yeah, you're right. This happens when you arrive at the HQ space with an artifact. You voluntarily go off the clock.
Oh, so like.
Okay.
Wait, it
yeah.
says you voluntarily go off the clock when you escape. This happens when you arrive at a HQ space with an artifact. Finish taking the rest of your turn, then before refilling the adventure row, remove your figure from the board.
Well, it's not the end of your
Well,
turn.
yeah,
so
so
you
you
can go
keep
and then-
walking. Yeah.
Yeah. So I got 5 feet.
So you can go like.
I
Are
got
you
Go to
using
the end. It would be
intern?
triggered.
I
Oh,
got
you-
the 2 swords here.
You finish taking your turn.
Yes, you go 1, 2,
Two.
3, 4 to the prancing pony.
I'm gonna buy a crown.
Okay, and then buy the crown.
So there's 10, and I get 3 back,
Yep, that's the way I read it.
and the crown.
And then this gets used.
Yep, and this one.
And this one.
And because I'm gonna move back to the.
You don't even need to move back. You already triggered it. If you wanted to.
I'll just move back. He's got the foot. It's not like he's going
We
to
can go
push
to
for
the white
anything
place, but that'll give
I could
her
go to the
3
white
points.
place and give her a point.
Alternatively, it's 2 coins, which is 2 points for you.
2 points.
You
But
had
you're giving
5.
her 3.
We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 5 feet, and you used 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so you have 1 more foot. So you can either go back and just leave, get your mug, or you can.
I mean, the mug's gonna happen anyway.
Oh.
No, he doesn't have to be there.
So I'm done with it.
And it says this, finish taking your turn.
If we're gonna play it like that way, I will just go get the 2 coins, just to.
This goes into the bag. He's trying to kill us.
Yes. Death. Because
Yep.
I don't know what I'm doing.
So when you're finished taking your turn, before refilling the row, which we're not doing, remove your figure from the board.
Oh wait, I have 5 buying
Okay.
power. I haven't bought
Okay.
anything yet.
Okay.
I guess the best thing to do is just buy the recruiter.
Yeah, because it's worth the most points, 2 versus 1s.
Yeah.
Yep.
Agreed.
And that's it.
You take a mug token.
Thank you.
This guy's off. You all your clank cubes from the clank area are removed, but none are there. Look at that, you made it to the end.
I made it back. Yay, it's been a while.
Hey!
All right, replenish the row.
A dragon!
Dragon attack, of course. The Herald. He goes 4 as well. That's as much as a vampire.
7 cubes. I'm very scared. I'm very scared. This is like the closest that I've come to actually.
Yeah, I gotta
having
get
to
out of
die.
here. You died before, right? Have you not died? You haven't. Oh, you never zeroed out. You
No.
died before, though.
She got knocked out.
I got
Yeah,
knocked
we got
out.
knocked out.
I've been knocked out like once or twice.
So remember,
You're still not at
I got
0.
knocked down, and she made the same place I was, and I got knocked out.
That's
too.
right. He's right, like right over here somewhere. I think before this was a
1,
volcano, y'all both died on it.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
I have a bad feeling.
7.
Okay, that's not bad. 2 for blue,
Ah, there's a white one in there. That
1
means
for
everybody-
red. These are nothing. And then 1 for each of us still that are in the game. Melissa has 2 health left. I have 3 health left. So you still feel like killing a vampire?
I don't know if I'm going to be able to because I don't have the swords in my hand right now.
Well, it doesn't go away. It'll be here next time.
All right, so I have the consultant. I
Oh,
may discard a
super
card.
Consultant.
I may discard. You may discard
You
a
might
card
get
to
it.
draw 2 cards. So I'm going to discard a tome
Mm-hmm.
to draw 2 cards. 1, 2. Didn't help me with the swords. I do now have 3 feet. 1, 2. I do have the synergy, so I need to discard this burgle. Or,
Yeah, just don't
trash
forget
it.
you have it.
Yeah. I'm going to put it up here to make sure I trash that burgle.
Sure.
I have 3 tomes. I drew 3 tomes.
Yeah, I drew 2. So,
So that's all. I just put that
so
in
you have a
discard,
pretty
so-
weak hand then.
So I just have this burgle.
Looks like you have 5 recruit,
Yeah, because this is gonna
2 feet, and a sword.
3 feet. I have this potion.
Well, not in card form.
1, 2, 3. So I'm going to step up to where you are.
You're leaving? You're giving up on your dreams?
I at least need to try to get out of here. I don't know the swords. I want.
You still gotta make one more step.
put like 1.
You could die in that step. You don't have any hearts? Oh man, maybe you should step to the forest. But then you'll need
Oh,
3
I-
feet to get out.
I could, but then I could put a lot of cubes. I do have a lot of feet though that I know are going to come up.
So 1 foot or 3 feet and a heart.
No, I'm not
That's
gonna.
a
I'm not
choice.
gonna chance it. I don't think.
Got the Pulsarcade Adventure Pack for Clank in Space. I like Clank in Space.
5.
Clank in Space was always my preference over regular Clank. Since Clank Legacy is part of it now, I don't know. I gotta think about that. It's a modular board and all that cool stuff. I don't like the art on it.
I'm
but-
gonna get rid of this guy with my 1 sword.
All right, you
So I
get
get
plus 1
two-
Clank and $2.
So I get $2
Just trying to get some points.
plus
I
1
understand.
clank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Liz Aaron, hello.
Thanks for the follow.
Spoilers ahead if you haven't played Clank Legacy. We are
These are-
spoiling it like
These are
crazy.
Each worth. I'm just gonna take the horse.
All right,
A horse is a horse.
of course.
Of course. And it's worth 1 point, and that's 5 there.
You're like trying to get a dragon to attack us.
That's all there is to that.
I can't believe
Oh,
you
wait,
did
wait, wait,
that.
the burgle, the burgle.
The burgle, get rid of it. Yeah, because that's your biggest thing. Oh, you can't hear that? I wonder why that is. The visuals are still making sense. Continue. Oh, I see why. Gonna play it one more time. Hello. That definitely works.
All right, let's see what happens
Good catch.
now. An event. Each player chooses sacrifice an intern, or discard a companion card, or +2 Clank. I'm just gonna sacrifice an intern.
Yeah, intern, I got one to spare.
Doesn't matter for you. You're out.
Yeah, you're
off
out.
the clock.
Okay. Freelance wizard.
And a dragon.
No, you're killing us.
At least now it's only 6 since I got rid of that one guy.
If you kill me.
Because I got rid of that one guy.
May they all be yellow.
Yeah,
I'm
look.
fine with
Yeah. May they all be yellow, purple, and white. Or not white. Purple,
Justice
yellow,
for
and
the
black.
vampire.
All right. Here we go. Dislike. Just 6. We're alive. Oh my gosh, we're alive.
For
But
now.
barely.
For now.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you're gonna make it. You gotta make it through Joe.
Oh, Lord, I'm gonna die.
I have 1 health left. Melissa has 1 health left.
I'm gonna die. Or actually, no, we don't die on this one. We get knocked.
You get
You
knocked
get
down.
knocked. You still
You're
get
just
to
not.
score-
You're just not gonna get your mug.
20 points.
Basically.
That's a big deal.
If you fail.
So remember how earlier I said I had no feet? That's true. I don't have any feet.
Really,
But I do have a teleport, so that's going to help.
that helps.
So scouting party, I'm going to get rid of this intern, which I said I just needed 1. Teleport to an adjacent space. I'm out of here. So out of here. I only have 4 recruit. I'm going to take the freelance wizard because I'm pretty sure that makes my 3rd token.
Oh.
Department head, that's a point.
I'm going to die.
Well, you did it on my turn without care.
He's taking all the cards. He wants me to get
Everybody
knocked
doesn't
out.
like when anybody else takes cards.
Right?
But
It's
they,
like-
when they're done, they're like, "Oh, I'm taking this.
Yeah, I'm taking
It's only
this.
worth a point, but I'm taking it."
Down. Like, nope.
So,
no more room in the
I'm
inn.
out. I get this. For the second time this game, I'm
Like,
removing
come
myself.
on. Just
the
like
board.
one pint. 1 pint. Come on. No, you're cut off.
Well, it might not
Some,
attack.
some of us
See what
have,
happens.
yeah, we don't really have much sympathy. We've died below the line before.
Yeah,
An event.
it's just you.
If all players agree, everyone discards a card. Then discard this card. Otherwise, destroy this. I suppose I'll agree to discard a card.
Oh, you could put an X on the Dran Enterprises thing right now.
No need. I'm just gonna get rid of this mercenary because I ain't going to kill no vampires right now.
Right. Oh, that hand would have killed a
Yep.
vampire.
But I drew it too late.
I'll keep drawing.
Apology.
It's safe so far. Herbology.
Step on this.
It's perfectly safe.
Oh, what is
What's
this?
this?
Danger. Oh,
Okay.
+1 cube for dragon attacks. Oh, but that's.
But not a dragon in itself.
Oh no! But now Joe's got to draw.
So she's alive for now.
now. Joe's got.
We're about to have a 4 cube dragon attack. I don't think that's enhanced, is it?
This is not a.
No, I
is
think
it
it's
a
always.
dragon? Oh no.
If it says dragon attack, it is.
It's not enhanced.
Okay. Oh wait, it's not enhanced. Okay.
I have
It's just
2
4, right?
interns.
Just 4. Yeah.
I've never been in.
Does that?
Wait, why
Been a while
didn't
since
you
I've done
use
this.
your foot potion? It's a shame. You could have been home already.
Did I use my foot potion already? I might have already used it.
Oh,
I think I did.
okay. You just cheating?
Yeah.
Got it.
I think I already did.
All right.
Well, you can always watch back and see if you could have lived or not. If you die
We're
here.
doing 4, right? So
Yes.
here's 2.
That's a blue cube.
Sorry.
That's good. Ah!
What else you got? I'm just curious. And 2 black cubes.
I'm dead. Ah! Not dead. I'm just knocked out. Like right
I
before
wonder
I get
if that potion was used.
I
I'm
don't know.
curious. But
I'm pretty sure I did use it and didn't get rid of it.
if you're confident in that,
I don't know. We'll watch back and
I mean, you gotta live with this decision
be
being
20.
this decision.
I don't know.
so.
Anybody want to watch back and make sure I used it?
That's a lot to watch back
Because-
because your turns are like 10 minutes each.
But it would have been my last turn because remember I
That's
just.
10 minutes of watching.
Anybody want to watch back? I'd really like to know if I get my 20 my.
Yeah,
my
when
bug or
would that have
not.
been?
Because it would have been my last. Because I had
You could just look at your discards then. Figure that out.
this.
You
I
acquired that.
I just got rid of this. I acquired. This I had. This
So,
one.
post in the comments below. How far do you go when it comes to retconning something?
I used it.
She used
I
it.
used it.
She's showing me 2 feet. Yeah, and no other feet. So it had to be that.
And I had to
because
get on
1, 2,
Desroth.
3.
Yeah, I used it.
She used it. She's dead.
I got dissed
Yep.
right
Well,
at the door. The door slammed in my face.
She did. Yep. 3 feet. There we go.
No.
Cash Liam confirms.
I know. At least I still get my points, but I just miss out on those.
Well, you're knocked out, but you're not at 0.
Yeah, it's true.
That's pretty good. But Joe and I. Champions.
Y'all made it after
Yeah.
dying last time, so it's like a little
Yeah,
redemption.
exactly. A little
so there we
reversal
go.
here.
So no necrosis. That's good. I still have not
Correct.
died. I just passed out a couple times.
All right. So, here we go. Once we're all off the clock, count your scores.
Okay.
Everyone knows now at this point how to count scores. So, let's do it. I mean, place your votes. Who's going to win this, Joe or myself? I'm pretty sure
It ain't
Melissa's.
gonna be me.
Yeah, it's not going to be Melissa.
I'm like 20 points behind already. Just before
I'm
going.
feeling pretty good, but Joe has picked up a lot of
I think you got
coins
enough
and stuff.
tones that'll put you over.
I did go heavy on the tomes. It wasn't enough.
Don't forget about if you have these symbols, it's like 10
Yeah.
points every 3. I think I only had 3.
Yeah, all of these are not doing anything for me, so I'll set those aside.
3.
Anyone but the vampire killer. Well, no one killed the vampire, so.
Yeah,
I think-
I had 4 total of those, so that's just.
Oh, Joe, I definitely don't have the most gold, so this is just worth 5. 3 if I have dragon eggs, which I do. So that's gonna be worth 8 in itself.
I have 6
Let's put
gold.
this with that. And put the briefcase of holding there. So that's 10 points there. Try to stack them in the points. Okay, so if I have 8 foot icons, honestly, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. I haven't been doing too well on the feet thing. 5. No, I don't. That's just 5. And this burgle is if
Oh,
I have
gosh.
5 seals of excellence, which I believe I do.
I have 5 tomes.
Don't I? Yeah, this is the other one, the final one. So that's 10 there too. So that's a 20. 3 more market items didn't happen. Tomes, yeah.
An additional 3 if we have at least
Vampire
3
Threatener.
white. Are there 3 white cubes in the bag?
Yes, should be.
1, 2, exactly 3.
Yep.
Thank you, Joe. You put that 3rd white cube in the bag. I got 3 additional points. Even though
5.
you did pull the cube that killed me, but
Sorry.
you gave me 3 points.
This is worth 5.
Do I have
Here.
10 swords? I think I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
50.
9, 10. Yeah, I definitely have 10 swords. So that's 3 additional points. Do I have 20? 1, 2,
You're done already? How is that possible?
7, 8, 9, 10.
Well, I don't have a bunch of contingency things. They're like,
That's
how
the
many,
thing,
how
yeah.
many DCs do I have? Because I have one, and I had to count it. I
Are
had to
you-
do it twice
Kidding me? I have 24
24 points?
cards.
cards.
Oh, cards. I didn't even count mine. But I'm pretty sure I'm not getting that 25.
Because you don't get to count the ones you trashed. It says in
Correct.
your deck.
Yep. Yeah, I'm not even close. 21. I always hit that 21.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 24. Ah! Just so close. I was so close to the door. So close to the 25.
I had 24.
Let's see. Do I have 6 companions? I definitely have 6 companions.
Let's do
So
this.
that's 1, 2, 4 mercenaries alone. So that's 4 right there. So yeah, I definitely have plenty of companions. Worth additional reserve? No. So these 2 don't get additional. These are additional. So this was just 10.
All right.
10.
Did you count symbols on non-scoring cards? I didn't. I have... Oh, on the non-symbol. Yeah.
I think I
The
have-
feet, yeah. I counted all of them when it came to the foot thing. I only had like 5 feet in my deck, which is very strange for me. I did not count trash cards, which would have probably put me over, actually. If I had 6, it would have been 2 more feet. I mean, it doesn't matter. They're trashed, so.
Okay, none of those do anything.
Did not count those.
No points, no points, no points, no points, no points. No points. Okay. So it's just these.
Well, while she's counting, I guess Joe and I can go ahead and come clean with ours.
Yeah, I have 119.
This is a close game. I have 121.
Ooh.
That's almost recount worthy.
I've counted mine several times already.
Okay. I mean, mine are in piles of 50, 50, then 21.
I counted mine before y'all ended the game. So.
Right. Oh, okay. And Melissa has
I just-
125. No.
I don't know how many of these crazy cards I have, and
3 seals of excellence.
that's
Oh, I have 131. I forgot to count my seals of excellence.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. Seals of excellence takes me
Very
another
good.
10
Because
points.
it's like everything saw you had those, the
Yeah.
the mystery
1,
one.
2,
Yeah.
and the other one is on the 4th. No, where's the other one? It's on one of these cards. Oh, the twin scimitars.
1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
3.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely a 50 there. It's definitely a 50 here. Oh, interesting, actually. It's a little more than that. I didn't count this pile. Wait, yeah. I did count this pile. It's part of that. It was just separated.
All right, 131.
131.
Oops, I wrote it in the wrong place.
1, 2, 3, 4.
None in the special place.
Oh, right. That'd be in the X game.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
We're gonna demerit.
I feel like that's happened before, right?
A grudging, demerit, a grudging,
No.
grudging demerit.
50.
All right, now that everyone has counted their scores
I
up.
haven't. I'm still very confused with my numbers. I get like.
We had to adjust one of the scores. We had to adjust. I think you had a negative.
Yeah, it was an
thing.
early,
Yeah, there was a
early
negative
count.
thing that we forgot to deduct that game.
Oh, end of game. We forgot the patron.
It says see patron on the epilogue.
No. Like
Supposed to read something.
in-game
huh?
text,
Oh,
if there was any. But yeah, if all game X only contracts have been resolved, read so and so. But that isn't till Read contracts. Where's the... Where does that happen? Just says end of game. I guess this is end of game. Game end. So we probably should have read that first, huh?
Yeah.
That could change our points. Says end of game.
Yep.
Which I think this is the end of the game, so let's go ahead and read that. I hope it doesn't change our points too much. $166. It's one of the steps. Fill out your mission report. Check for any contracts that have instructions at the end of the game.
Well,
Next, read aloud from the Book of Secrets, the epilogue passage. I mean, one of the steps at the end of the game is any points awarded by end of game text listed on the game's patron, which isn't really that. I mean, unless that's just part of it, you know, read the end of game text. The epilogue says to see the patron.
Yes, it's see patron. Over here.
Oh. Okay. Then we'll do that. And that's when we'll do it. We'll do it on step 2 or whatever. So we'll continue as is.
wait.
Just say a number. It'll be fine.
I can't
5.
figure it out.
5.
It's 5. That's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 65, 60, 67, 89, 70, 73, 75, 76. As best I can understand.
Okay.
It's just when you have all these like add 3 here,
I
I
know.
got this and add 3 here, and this it's like, and then some I didn't have, and then some it's like, well, I got to add in this, and I get confused.
Have,
73?
Have you done these?
I think I
Someone
added
else,
those
someone
in.
take over.
Yeah,
I mean, you have one on your.
Yeah, she counted the symbols.
yeah, because I only have 4 symbols, so that's 10
Okay.
overall for the 3.
Yeah,
so
'cause
that's
for every 3.
yeah, and it's like an additional 3 for these, but these didn't have anything.
All
Like, I
right.
didn't
73. Sounds good.
No, 76.
76. Sounds great.
Yeah, so it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 55, 66,
It's not that hard, though, if you make
No.
piles.
9, 70, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 75. Wait. So, you know.
Do I have to count this?
Yeah, and now I've had like 3 different numbers. I've counted.
Well,
3
we'll
different-
take the highest one, 76.
No, I don't.
I do
think-
sets of 10 as well until I hit 50, then I make just a pile of 50.
I think I didn't count
Or
this as more.
20s.
Maybe I did.
So you have 10 there.
Yeah, 10, 20, 30, 40. Then these little things here plus this, that's 50. Then 55. 55. This is 60.
So she's making it
60.
complicated for herself because her mystic, her
Wait,
tones,
60.
she's counting them as 5 and then counting them as an additional 3, like later.
No.
Instead of just saying it's 8.
60, 61, 62, 63, 65, 66. And then 70. Yep, 76. That's right. All right. I counted the same number twice, so 76. Good. Done.
Yeah. 8, put 2 coins on. That's it. Yeah, for a tone. That's what I
Because
did.
they had the 333 on the bottom of them, plus I had this thing, so that was
Yeah,
10
but-
plus this. And that.
That single card is 8.
76.
Or take all 3
I
and
counted
add
the
1
same
coin, it's
twice,
25.
So done.
No. And she's like 5, 5, 5, and then 3, 3, 3.
All right.
All right, moving on. Player with the most points is the winner of the game. Declared your franchise's most valuable employee. Which, doesn't do much. Case of a tie. Never really read this. Not that it's happened. But the most valuable artifact is the winner. To the campaign. Fill out your mission report. If you've not already filled in Associate Spotlight information, the epilogue passage you read in the next step will explain. Your mission reports, along with personal check marks of grudging approval, will be considered by the Home Office when assessing your performance at the end of the campaign. Number 2. Read contracts and the epilogue passage. Check for any contracts. Okay, no. Next, epilogue passage, which is, it's been resolved, so 166. Oh, 166. It's almost last page, not quite.
Yay! I did good.
If the game winner scored at least 88 points, continue. Otherwise, skip the rest of this passage and read 176 instead, which is the otherwise. Well, it went okay. Finnegan has constructed a large, squat metal contraption in your common room. She has you load your time essence infused objects into a large tube on top. Then she pulls the handle on the machine's side and a panel swings up, revealing a pilot seat within. Stand back. When this thing hits 88 cycles per second, you're going to see some serious snork.
Snork.
It's a quote. It's a movie quote. I saw that coming whenever they loaded things into the tube. I was like, sounds like Back to the Future. The panel closes and a bubble of swirling energy forms around the device. It pulses, spins rapidly, then flashes out of existence, leaving only a ring of low flames where it had stood. You can sense the world settling. The strange discomfort you felt dissipating. It seems your adventure in Broken Time has ended, though you wonder if there will be any lasting consequences. Each player chooses one change described below in decreasing order of score. Fetch the associated card from the cardporium, but you do not read or resolve it until everyone has chosen. Okay, so we don't know what the cards do, so we're just going to pick it based on what it says. So the 4 choices are: a device that no one remembers is now occupying your HQ's attic. A few local landmarks are now in different places or gone altogether. An alternate version of a friend was accidentally swapped into this reality. Spirits from the past and future were displaced into the present. Well...
Wait, based on what we choose, depends on what we're going to pull from that carporium? I thought they said pull a card from out there.
Yeah, based on our choices. So in order of, in decreasing order of score. I'm going to go with, basically we're just going to have one thing that none of us did. If we were playing 4 players, I guess all these things would happen. Once these cards are resolved, destroy them in the Finnegan Patron. Well...
Oh, was Finnegan's getting destroyed too?
It never happened. It's time. It's crazy. I'm going to say spirits from the past and future were displaced into this present. You could see some cool bad guys.
So what do we pull?
I don't want the landmarks thing. That doesn't sound good.
I don't want that either.
I'll tell you what. I'll take the safe choice. 179, an alternate version of a friend was accidentally swapped into this reality. Of course, that could also be a bad guy.
So you get the...
Yeah, 179.
179.
It's okay. Finnegan did what they were going to do. I'm going to hold this secret until we pull them all. So this is mine. And then what do you want to do, Joe?
What's the choices left over in this?
A device that no one remembers is now in our attic. A few local landmarks are in different places or gone together. Or spirits from the past and future were displaced into the present.
I'll do the unknown device.
All right, 177. This is 179, right?
Yep.
making sure I'm saying the one.
Yeah, there's 178, 180 left.
All right, Melissa, what do you choose?
Spirits.
Spirits are 180. All right, so the first thing resolving is familiar face. Fetch the helpful NPC card from the adventure deck. Bad choice, Melissa.
The unhelpful.
Well, we'll find out.
Maybe he's getting a boost.
Yeah, familiar face. Go to sticker sheet M.
Maybe he's getting super insignia.
Apply the sticker. He gets a new face. An actual new face.
Where is he?
Okay. Yep, there's a little face down here. You know, I've never even used that guy.
I've used them before.
So I'm also going to choose one of the acquire and cost stickers. Apply it over the bottom of the card. If there are any blank spaces remaining on the card, fill them in. Okay. So his face is going to change a bit. He's going to now have an eye patch.
Uh-oh.
Poor guy.
Pulled a Nick Fury.
All right, so
Oh, he got an eye patch. All of a sudden he can't see.
he's also smiling in the former picture. Now he's like kind of mad.
He was like, Nick Fury lost his eye to a cat.
Yeah.
It was really an alien, but it was a cat.
Yep, not the helpful piece.
It was like,
NPC
yep.
is looking very
You
different.
hurt his eye?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What other stickers? I thought you had to put an acquired thing on.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I do have to do that. Forgot about part 2. Choose one of the acquire stickers and cost. So I have acquire. It's 2 swords. Acquire teleport to an adjacent space. By the way, these change how much he costs as well. Acquire trash a card. Which one? Do you say?
Which one you want to do? Swords?
Swords.
Teleport?
Teleport. Trash a card.
Trash it?
No opinion anymore.
No, nope. I have no further opinion. I spoke. You did not listen.
He only has one thing missing.
Teleport? Want him to teleport? Want
All
trash
right.
a card?
I
Trash
mean,
a card?
I like the acquire trash a card. I'm going
Acquire
for
the trash a
that.
card?
He's expensive, but much better than the other two.
Ooh, so expensive.
So expensive. His quote is hashtag Team Dragon. Thank you, Time Roller. It's we're not in that screen that does that, but yes, thank you.
Thanks for Teresa.
So he has a personal item I need to fill in. Now that he's all like awesome and stuff and has an eye patch and a mean face, let's say he has a,
What's he got?
what's a crazy item that, QAnon pamphlets? There you go.
He's got a.
What's his personal item? Cursed doubloon?
Yep, cursed to bloom.
How do we get his cursed doubloon? I want the doubloon. I don't care if it's cursed.
Yep. Cursed to bloom.
So his alignment's
You like
still
it?
not good and kind of fits his face now. His talent is less. His quote is Team Dragon. His name is not. A spork.
A spork.
That thematically makes sense with our Charterstone game, available on YouTube. Yeah, spork, I guess.
Spork.
Honestly, I should put torch. He's actually pictured with a torch in his hand, but his personal item is a spork. Oh, that
Should have been
shows
called a
allegiance
sporch.
to you, though. Huh?
Should have called it a sporch.
Sporch. Sporch.
Team spork.
It's a torch with a spork at the
Yeah,
bottom.
I like that. That's a very personal item because it's so specific.
It's
A
hard
sporch.
Sporch.
It's half spork, half torch.
It's like a flashlight
yeah.
with a
You
spork
just,
attack.
thought a spoon and a fork together was amazing.
Yeah.
Now it lights on fire. Mm-hmm. Well, what happens when it burns down? Who cares? When
Who
it burns?
cares? That's future me's problem. Lamborghini. Yeah, just his personal item, the Lamborghini. All right, well, there it is. He's in.
He's in like Flynn.
Yeah, he's in like Flynn. So not the helpful PC is finally complete. He is not good. He is talentless. He has a sporch. He's Team Dragon. And he trashes cards.
Trashes cards,
yeah, pretty
He
cool
has
guy.
a sweet vintage Lamborghini.
Yeah, he's got that eye
What are you
patch
trying
too.
to jump to? I don't have that kind of chair.
All right, next up is Joe. Let's take this. So it says this
Rose, calm it down.
is not my beautiful house. Go to sticker sheet M, group 73. Choose one of the HQ additions in that group and apply it for your franchise board. End of card.
So there's a. There you go.
Okay.
This is a planetarium.
Yeah, so we have the planetarium. Once per game, each player may pay 3 after drawing their hand and discard it to draw new 5 cards. Okay, draw 5 new cards just for $3. Quantum Weather Vane. During setup, deal 2 adventure rows. Vote on which one to keep. That's cool. Kind of. Safety Net. When a player is knocked out within 2 spaces of HQ, they get $5. So instead of getting $20, you're getting $5. Which one do you want? It's your choice.
I like the double adventure row.
Yeah.
Double adventure row comes to a vote. All right, that's what we'll do.
Because then we can not vote for those things that put Clank all to start off with.
Yep,
True,
yep.
unless we just get them all. I guess the others get put back into the deck. Doesn't say specifically. I doubt they would get discarded.
I just like the past few times we've had cards dealt at the beginning that would remove, put black tokens back in the bag or help us, and we didn't.
That's true. That's true. All right.
Which has never come up again and it's be useless, but.
Weather Vane. All right. Then finally, Melissa's.
He said it was bad.
It is Bumps in the Night. Go to sticker sheet M. Group. I have it.
There you go.
67.
Yeah, let's see.
Okay.
Keep him out.
Apply sticker 14A to the rulebook. Choose 2 ruin spaces on each side of the map. Apply a double white sticker over the white icons on those spaces. You did this. Okay, so 14A is going to cover our current R14, which I believe is ruins. Yeah. When you enter a ruin space that has any white cubes, you plunder that ruin. Place one of the cubes in the dragon bag. Take 2 gold from the bank. See the end your turn and dragon attack section for the effects of the white cubes. Why is that different then? Oh, because the picture's with 2. Oh, that's it.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
You chose this. This is what you wanted. Spirits. Okay. So, continuing. Choose 2 ruin spaces on each side of the map. Which ones do you want?
The one by the Prancing Pony we never go to.
Okay. Each side of the map.
And the under.
Oh, and the other. Oh,
Yeah.
man. Okay, so we're going to do the other one off screen. That's a lot of work to clear off all this crap.
Yeah, I was thinking you were like this side or this or the.
Right, that's what I thought as well.
And I was like, oh wait, when you read it again, I was like, oh.
I mean, the next map is.
The flip side.
Yeah, so we'll do that whenever we do
Yeah,
that one.
we're going underworld again.
Okay, so I'm going to keep sticker sheet M out.
I say we put it on that one right there, and so we don't go to that one very often either.
Oh, no, it's got to
So
flip
we're gonna
over
flip
on the
it
other
over on the
side.
underworld side.
Oh, we do one on this side and then
One
one
on
on
the
this
other.
side. Oh, I thought it was 2 each, like 2 on this side, 2 on the other side.
Choose 2. Oh, you're right. 2 ruin spaces on each side of the map. Okay. Which one do you want?
I think that one we don't go to as often.
This one?
That one or that one?
This one.
Which one? One of those 2. We go to that one a lot because it's
this
right in
one
the
is
center.
That's in the past.
there and then there.
Yeah, I think.
I
this-
think we go to this one a lot. I was going to
Really?
say that one.
that one.
The one in the very middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't. Yeah, we
Yeah,
don't.
we can kind of
We don't tell
avoid
them
the
go to.
middle.
We don't tell them go to that one unless
Yeah,
on
go
the
to the
way
middle.
out. So
We avoid that one.
Go into the middle.
Whatever we avoid that top a lot. We don't usually go to the top. We want to go to the middle. So hopefully we won't have to pass through them.
Or if you do, that's just how it's going to be. Wow. That is rough. Rough.
Roof, roof.
Rough. Let me take this.
So we don't forget.
Well, so I can put away the sticker sheet too. There you go. I'll just cut these out to put on at a later time. All right. Moving on. Melissa, I can't believe you chose that for us. Time is a crazy thing.
The other one sounded bad, like it was gonna like change the landscape.
Yeah, it probably would have covered some stuff we like.
Yeah, so
But maybe not. Who knows? All right. Once these are resolved, destroy them. Once these cards are resolved, destroy the cards and the Finnegan patron. Finnegan is not coming again.
no
The next
more
time you
Finnegan.
play the game, next time you play, return to the next game in your campaign if any remain. So the thing we didn't do is the landmarks. So I'm checking everything else but that. So in case we wanted to revisit it later, we can go back through and read all that. I've been checking our choices mostly. All right.
Bye-bye, landmarks.
Moving on. We finished reading the epilogue, right? Pretty sure. Okay. Contract. Okay. Conduct employee reviews. Each person marks a check mark for each one of these things, scoring more than 0 points. Check.
Do you need-
Oh, yes, I need a pin.
We all got that one.
Scored more than 0. Check.
Congrats to us. Yeah, that was a lot of stuff happening. That was cool. Winning the game. That's me. Completing a row of personal goals on their deck box. I did not do that.
Nope.
I'm already done. I finished all mine.
I just gotta get a shrine token.
I have to score an artifact worth 10 or less, or have 25 plus cards in my deck. I'm not gonna have. Collecting a set of 3 seals of excellence.
Oh, I did do that. I got
did
3
too.
seals of excellence.
All right. Are you gold yet, Joe?
Nope. I'm like 5 away from it.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah, you had some rough ones.
I'm on this part now.
Yeah, I'm about 2 ahead of you. Sort components, we can do that later. Returning the vault cards and etc. No one's dead. Don't have to worry about that. And next game. So, what did everyone think of the time game?
Come back next week for.
It didn't say that for the X game because it doesn't know what it is.
Oh. I was like,
It doesn't know what the next game is. How could it know?
come back
It
next
said
week.
if there is
for.
one. But for us, it'll be game 8 will be on the underworld side of the track. In fact, I guess since we're done going over all that stuff, I'll just pour all this off and apply those stickers. Because why not?
Destruction. Oh, something.
It's fine. I'll fetch them out later. All right.
Money everywhere.
The bank was too close. All right. So where do you want to put those things?
There's just 2 down here, and there's the 2 up there.
Not that one up at the tippity top.
Not this one?
Probably we'll probably have to go through.
Yeah, it's
that
right
one.
there. I mean, there's three shoes there.
Well, there are 3 shoes there, so the chances of going through that often.
Night, Ronald.
Night.
And I
That might actually be a good spot, only because the chance of going through that with the 3 feet probably wouldn't. You'd
Maybe on the
probably
way
avoid
back
it.
we might do it. So, oh, the other one is inside the actual the -1 Clank thing. Honestly, that's not bad. I mean, it's so out of the way. You have to specifically be going for that no
Yeah.
Clank thing.
Yeah, I don't think we'd really go there. It's probably a good spot to put one. Those 2 at the bottom, I don't think we should put them there. Because you go through it too much. Probably, well, they got a lot of feet
I
everywhere.
feel like there's
here.
going to be a shrine down there. I know there's one there. We see it, the
Yeah.
100.
Yeah,
The other one, I think, is just going to pop up down there somewhere.
there's like a story down there we haven't read.
This is
yet.
going to get hit every time.
For sure.
That it looks like it's going to get hit every time. So
I'd say the one
between
out of the
those
way.
3, can we agree on this
Yeah,
one in the
the-
shrine?
Yeah, that one for sure.
All right, the one in the shrine being covered. It's a bit smaller than the others, so this isn't going to quite fit. But it's fine. Barely tell. All right. Melissa, this was your card. Where do you want to go?
I say the top.
The top it is.
Top of the card to you. I'm going to put it offset a bit so it's not going to look right because the crease in the board is right there.
But it doesn't look that bad.
Oh, this one.
All right. That's been settled. It's done. They can put that in your trash thing. But yeah, that's it. Let's see where we're going to next. Good games. We'll be back here. Oh, let's actually do this properly. We'll be back here on Wednesday doing that. Thanks for playing with us, everybody. Yeah. So let's see who's up today. Oh, Synth mentioned us playing Among Us someday. I'd like to do that. I might have to put up a poll, see who's interested in that. Because I think that sounds fun. I haven't even had it installed in a long time. Shout out to, I guess, Cox for not taking down our stream today.
Woohoo! And thanks y'all for hanging out. Lemonelli03, thanks for all the kitchen stuff for us and keeping us in check and keeping us all motivated to
Oh, this is an interesting
get
topic.
everything all done.
So Weird Guy is saying, can we beat the AI of Castles of Burgundy? So the app, not the BGA, but the app does have AI, which I believe has different difficulties. I think I do okay against them, but if you play it really hard, not so much. So let's right over there. Weird Guy of Games. You may have seen last time we were on Rolling with Rock stream. He was one of the people in the Hollywood Squares. Weird. Used to be Weird Guy of Doom, now he's Weird Guy of Games, but that makes sense. Actually, like scrolling around something else. Oh, he's been on for 2 hours, so now he's not doing that. But let's see what he's talking about. Weird Guy of Games, thanks for hanging out. And until next time, the box is closed. Bye.